The rusty, fishy sweetness could not dissipate in the heavy rain, sticking thickly at the throat like swallowing a mouthful of still-drying blood. Lin Xiao stood atop a slanted commercial building at the high point of the city square. The sound of his leather boots stepping on the dried blood was particularly piercing, each step echoing in the silent ruins. He slightly tilted his head, and a strange red light flickered in his pupils. The view was no longer just a monotonous ruin, but countless pulsating red waves. Those were the feared trajectories of survivors, as well as the greedy fluctuations of monsters. He could see the human hearts hiding behind the distant ruins beating faster, could see the faint signs of muscle contractions in the mutated beasts, and even perceive the flow. Paths of bloody molecules in the air. The cold mechanical voice echoed in his mind again. Core Protocol Number 0. Abnormal secretion of hosts killing dopamine detected. The divinity overflow rate has reached 98. Killing tendencies trigger evolutionary compensation, taking over the causal laws of this area. Lin Xiao slightly raised his hand, his fingers gently grasping at the void. The air between his fingers ignited like mercury, radiating a strange red haloed eye. In the next second, the armed helicopter preparing to fire at him suddenly twisted, not from an explosion, but as if being reorganized from the atomic level by some invisible force. The metal shell emitted a piercing shriek, and the entire aircraft was compressed into a twisted mass of scrap metal, crashing heavily into the ruins. 3 days ago, Lin Xiao stood on the 48th floor of the Tianqiong Company headquarters, his hunched figure reflected in the massive floor-to-ceiling windows. His boss threw the resignation agreement on the table without even looking up, saying, "Lin Xiao, you're fired. Pack your things and get out." Lin Xiao stood there, his nails digging deeply into his palm, the pain keeping him barely awake. His right hand trembled slightly, not from fear, but from enduring. For 26 years, he had been enduring. His lips moved a few times, but he said nothing. Because he didn't dare to. From childhood to now, he had always been this way. He didn't dare to resist, didn't dare to fight for himself, didn't dare to refuse. His spine seemed to be born to bend. Bullied at school, he didn't dare to tell the teacher and could only silently endure the punches and kicks. At work, he didn't dare to appeal. When others took credit, only able to watch as others took away his achievements. Even when unable to pay rent, he had to humbly bow and apologize to the landlord. His bow was always perfectly controlled at 45 degrees, neither more nor less, just enough to reflect his compliance. He had practiced this angle countless times, like a conditioned reflex. Is there anything else? His boss impatiently raised his head, looking at him as if he were trash. Lin Xiao bent down sharply, his forehead nearly touching the table, his voice trembling. "Thank you for the opportunity the company has given me. It's my own lack of ability." His boss scoffed, waved him away. Lin Xiao heard him say after he left, "Waste, should have been fired long ago." He dragged his suitcase out of the company door. Lin Xiao was still thinking, what about next month's rent? The landlord threatened yesterday that if he didn't pay, he'd be kicked out. Then, the world changed. The sky suddenly turned a bizarre red, not from the sunset, but from some more piercing, unnatural light. Immediately after, all living beings screamed in agony. Birds fell from the sky, wild dogs rolled on the ground, and even the flowers and grass by the roadside withered in an instant. Lin Xiao witnessed a wild dog by the roadside suddenly swell, its bones cracking sickeningly, transforming into a half-human height monster. Its eyes turned blood red, and it bit through a passerby's throat. Blood, everywhere blood. People fled in madness, but were knocked down and torn apart by more monsters. Lin Xiao was also running. He didn't know where to run, only that he had to run. His suit was torn, one of his leather shoes was lost, glass shards cut into his soles, blood stained his socks, but he didn't dare to stop. Then, a monster blocked his path. That monster used to be a human, but now it was unrecognizable, covered in black armor, its arms turned into sharp blades, its mouth split to the roots of its ears, revealing a mouthful of sharp teeth. It emanated a stench of decay, as if it had been dead for a long time. It stared at Lin Xiao, letting out a low growl. Lin Xiao despaired. He couldn't outrun the monster, couldn't fight it, would die. Just like his entire life, dying meaninglessly. No. Lin Xiao let out a final scream, closing his eyes, waiting for death. His knees buckled, almost kneeling on the ground, hands clutching his head. This was his habitual posture. He awaited the inevitable conclusion, just as he had been forced to accept countless times in his life. That moment, a voice suddenly rang in his mind. Host's life in danger detected. Core Protocol emergency activation. Forbidden shackles sequence being unsealed. Unsealing progress 30. 60. 100. Gene sequence match successful. Container 0 awakening. The voice was not mechanical, but carried a certain laboratory-like indifference, as if recording experimental data. There was even a hint of anticipation. In the next second, Lin Xiao opened his eyes. The world had changed. He could see every movement of the monsters being deconstructed into countless frames, the flow of every molecule in the air forming trajectories in his mind, and every living being's position in the distance marked with red dots. Everything was analyzed, predicted, and controlled in his mind. The view was no longer a chaotic street, but countless streams of red data. He could see the precursors of monster muscle contractions, could predict their next actions, and even sense the frequency of their heartbeats accelerating. Everything was so clear, like watching a slow-motion movie. The monster lunged at him. Its trajectory was deconstructed into countless red lines in Lin Xiao's eyes. When it would swipe its claws, when it would bite, how its center of gravity shifted. Everything was within Lin Xiao's anticipation, as if he had seen it countless times before. Lin Xiao raised his hand. For some reason, it was just instinctively raising his hand. Then, a terrifying energy erupted from his hand. Not flames, not lightning, but something more fundamental. It was as if reality itself twisted under his will. The monster's head was directly shattered by this energy. Black blood splattered everywhere. The monster fell, convulsed a few times, and then lay still. Lin Xiao was stunned. I killed it? The voice in his mind continued. Pollution assessment in progress. Current divinity level. E level. Recommend immediate evacuation from this area. Numerous high-risk targets are approaching. Lin Xiao said nothing, just turned and began to run. But he soon realized he didn't need to escape because the monsters that chased after him were all smashed into pieces with a casual wave of his hand. He didn't even know how he did it, just instinctively waving his hand, and then they died. 3 days. In just 3 days, the entire city had no living people left, except for Lin Xiao. That he killed all the mutated beasts and all the humans who tried to harm him. In this apocalypse, humans were scarier than monsters. Some tried to steal his food. He killed them. Some tried to use him as bait to distract monsters. He killed them. Others wanted to do even more disgusting things to him, and he killed them too. Lin Xiao no longer hesitated, no longer feared, because he discovered that the strong need not be afraid. With every act of killing, he felt something within him growing, like a seed breaking through the earth, unstoppable. That nature suppressed for over 20 years finally broke free. He realized he was so powerful, powerful enough to dominate everything, that he stood in the center of the city square, looking at the corpses strewn across the ground, and asked, Core Protocol, what is my current level? The voice in his mind replied, Current Divinity Overflow Rate, SS level. Forbidden Concentration has reached the critical value. Lin Xiao smiled. In 3 days, from E level to SS level. He raised his hand, watching the red energy surging in his palm. Not ordinary energy, but something more fundamental, like a power that could distort reality. He could feel this power continuously flowing from within him, never stopping. I am the god of this world. Just then, a hurried sound of footsteps came from afar. Lin Xiao turned his head and saw a girl. In her early 20s, wearing a blood-stained white lab coat. Her ponytail was disheveled, and her face was filled with fear. She was running desperately, chased by 3 mutated beasts, each over 2 meters tall, covered in black scales, moving at incredible speed. The girl could no longer run. She fell to the ground, watching the approaching monsters with despair in her eyes, murmuring, It's over. I'm going to die. Then she saw Lin Xiao, standing amidst a mountain of corpses and a sea of blood. Lin Xiao was covered in blood, his pupils tinged with red, resembling an azura. The girl was stunned. Lin Xiao looked at her, and for some reason, in that moment, he remembered something. 3 days ago, he was also kneeling on the ground, waiting for death. Had he been saved by someone? No. Everyone had fled for their lives, and no one cared about him. So should he do the same? Lin Xiao was silent for a second, then raised his hand and waved gently. The 3 mutated beasts instantly exploded into a mist of blood, not even having time to scream before they disappeared in an instant. The girl stared at this scene in disbelief. Such powerful mutated beasts were effortlessly killed by this man with a mere wave of his hand? Trembling, the girl spoke, Are you a god? Lin Xiao looked at her, the red light in his pupils gradually fading, returning to normal black, and coldly said, No, I am 0. Then he turned to leave. Wait. The girl shouted, Please, take me with you. Lin Xiao stopped, turned back. Why? I know medicine. The girl hurriedly said, I am a medical student. I can treat wounds. I can. I am not injured. Lin Xiao interrupted her, and I don't need a burden. I am not a burden. The girl bit her lip. Then her gaze fell on Lin Xiao. Her eyes suddenly brightened. Wait, I can see. Your gene expression is excessive. Lin Xiao was taken aback. What? The girl's professionalism was fully displayed at that moment. Normal human genes are not this active that I can tell that your cell division speed is 10 times that of an ordinary person, and your metabolism is astonishingly fast. If you don't have some special regulatory mechanism, you would have died from gene collapse long ago. Your body.is like it's constantly evolving, but at the same time, there is a shackle suppressing you. Lin Xiao was shocked. You can see that. I am a medical student. I have studied genetic engineering. The girl said, your bodily data completely does not conform to human standards that I can help you monitor your bodily condition, predict possible gene collapse risks, and even help you adjust that shackle. Lin Xiao fell silent. This girl was not a burden. She had technical value. Keep up, Lin Xiao said. He only said 2 words and continued to walk forward. The girl hurriedly got up and stumbled after him. 10 minutes later, the girl cautiously said, my name is Chen Yu, and you? Lin Xiao. Lin Xiao? Chen Yu couldn't help but ask, then why are you so strong? Those monsters you. I am also wondering that, Lin Xiao said without turning back. Maybe I am the chosen one. Chen Yu dared not speak anymore. She could sense that this man exuded a terrifying aura, not of killing intent, but of loneliness. A deep, bone-chilling loneliness, as if he had been surviving alone in the apocalypse for a very long time. Suddenly, Lin Xiao stopped. Chen Yu nervously asked, what's wrong? Lin Xiao did not answer, just looked up at the sky. A military helicopter was slowly descending, with 4 large characters printed on its body, Tianqiong Company. Lin Xiao's pupils instantly turned blood red. They are coming. Who? Chen Yu asked in confusion. The ones who want to capture me. Lin Xiao's voice was as cold as ice. The helicopter landed, and 12 fully armed special soldiers jumped down. They wore black combat suits, tactical masks on their faces, and held high-tech weapons. The leader stepped forward, his voice coming through the mask with a metallic tone. Zero container Lin Xiao, come back with us, or die here. Lin Xiao looked at them, a mocking smile curving his lips. Tianqiong Company's dogs, so many of you? The leading soldier did not get angry, just coldly said, your gene sequence is the property of our company. According to the biological assets law, you are obligated to cooperate with our recovery efforts. Don't force us to take action. Lin Xiao laughed. Property. He raised his hand, red energy surging in his palm. In his vision, he could clearly see the soldiers' heartbeat rates, muscle tension levels, and even the trajectories of their gun sights. Who told you I am property? The wave of red energy instantly swept out, and before the 12 special soldiers could react, they were directly blasted away. They fell heavily to the ground, most of them already motionless. The leading soldier struggled to get up, spitting out a mouthful of blood, fear appearing in his eyes for the first time. This is impossible. The combat power assessment of the Zero container is only grade A. Lin Xiao walked step by step toward him, his vision able to see the fear hormones in the soldier skyrocketing. Your data is outdated. He stood in front of the soldier, looking down at him. Now get lost. The soldier trembled, scrambling back to the helicopter. The helicopter quickly took off, flying at your body. Chen Yu suddenly said, her gaze falling on Lin Xiao's arm, where there was a faint scar. This isn't right. Lin Xiao looked at her. What? Your gene expression is excessive. Chen Yu frowned and said, I can see the faint flow of energy beneath your skin, which indicates that your metabolism is over 20 times that of a normal person. The average human heart rate is about 70 beats per minute, while yours is at least 150. If this state is not regulated, your body will self-destruct. Lin Xiao was stunned. You can see it so clearly? I'm a medical student, trained professionally, Chen Yu said, and I can sense that there's a restraint within you suppressing this power. Once that restraint is completely lifted, I will become a monster. Lin Xiao finished her sentence. No, Chen Yu shook her head, her eyes gleaming. You will become some sort of existence beyond humanity. Lin Xiao was silent for a long time, then smiled. That smile was no longer mocking, no longer indifferent, but a very faint tenderness. Thank you. Just then, Lin Xiao suddenly looked up into the distance. His pupils instantly turned blood red. They are coming. Who? Chen Yu asked nervously. The main force of the Sky Vault Company. Lin Xiao stood up, exuding a terrifying aura. This time, it's not 12 people. It's an army. Chen Yu's face turned pale instantly. Then, what should we do? Lin Xiao looked into the distance. On the horizon, a dense mass of black figures was appearing. Armored vehicles, armed helicopters, and countless soldiers. This was a real army. Lin Xiao laughed a wild laugh. What to do? Of course. He raised his hand, red energy surging wildly in his palm. Kill them all. In the distance, inside the command vehicle of the Sky Vault Company, a middle-aged man in a suit was watching Lin Xiao on the screen. A strange smile curled at the corner of his mouth as he said, Zero, my son, you have finally grown up. Dad is very happy to see you. He pressed the communicator and said, Everyone, listen up. Target 0 Container Lin Xiao, Mission Recovery. If there is resistance, permission to kill. The wind carried a bloody scent, blowing through the city of death. Lin Xiao stood atop the ruins, looking into the distance. There, the army of the Sky Vault Company was closing in. He smiled. Come on, let this world see who the real monster is. Chapter 2 The Sky Killer? Kneel before me. The sky was dyed blood red, not because of the sunset, but because a burning helicopter was crashing down. Thick smoke billowed like a black serpent coiling around the city's severed limbs. The wind carried the smell of charred flesh and blood, sweeping over this already dead metropolis. Lin Xiao stood on the top floor of a collapsed mall, surrounded by countless human corpses and the severed limbs of mutated beasts. His pupils flickered with red light. In his eyes, the entire world was decomposed into countless streams of data. He could see the heartbeat frequency of the approaching army in the distance. The tension in every muscle, even the cold sweat seeping from each person's palms. In front of him were 3 armed helicopters from the Sky Company and 50 Special Forces soldiers. They had just landed, and now they regretted it. Open fire! Open fire! The commander yelled hysterically, his voice pitched with fear. His hands trembled, nearly unable to pull the trigger. Gunfire erupted. Dozens of high-energy rifles fired simultaneously. A torrential downpour of bullets unleashed. In Lin Xiao's vision, the trajectories of these bullets were disassembled into countless red lines. He could see the rotation angle of each bullet, predict their flight paths, and even perceive the moment the gunpowder exploded inside the barrels. Bullets hit Lin Xiao, making a clanging sound, as if striking steel, bouncing off. A faint red halo emerged on the surface of his skin, negating all damage. Lin Xiao remained motionless. Is this the level of the Sky Company? Lin Xiao sneered. His voice terrifyingly calm. They've regressed. In the next second, he disappeared, not fleeing, but moving so fast that the naked eye couldn't capture it. In Lin Xiao's vision, his body transformed into a red afterimage, each step leaving charred footprints on the ground, traces of air ignited due to concentrated energy. The commander panicked, shouting, "Where is he? Can't find the target." Behind you. A cold voice sounded from behind. The commander turned around abruptly, only to see a hand reaching towards him. The fingers were long and strong, with nails glinting faintly like metal. As his vision zoomed in, he saw the red data streams in Lin Xiao's eyes surging wildly. Grabbing his head, a gentle squeeze, crack. The commander's head shattered like a watermelon, red and white splattering everywhere. Lin Xiao discarded the corpse in his hand. The motion fluid as if flicking away a droplet of water. Who's next? Lin Xiao looked at the remaining soldiers. 10 minutes later, all 50 Special Forces soldiers were dead, and all 3 helicopters had crashed. Lin Xiao stood atop the pile of corpses, just as before, unscathed. His breathing was steady, his heartbeat almost unchanged. This battle was hardly even a warm-up for him. Chen Yu watched from the side, trembling all over, not from fear, but from shock. What on earth is this man named Lin Xiao? 50 fully armed Special Forces, crushed like paper, killed by him with ease. She noticed a detail. Lin Xiao's fighting style was not brute force. Each of his strikes was terrifyingly precise, each attack hitting the most lethal spots. His eyes were always slightly squinted, as if he were observing something invisible to ordinary people, and then his body would react based on those unseen things. He was analyzing the battlefield in real time. Chen Yu murmured. His brain was processing vast amounts of data. This doesn't conform to human neural response speed. Chen Yu cautiously stepped forward, asking, they're all dead? Lin Xiao turned to look at her, the red light in his pupils gradually fading, responding with a hum. Then what is next? Chen Yu asked again. The Sky Company definitely won't let this go. Of course not, Lin Xiao said. They will send more people, stronger weapons, more killers, and might even deploy the cyborg army. Cyborgs. Chen Yu's face turned pale. Another secret project of the Sky Company, Lin Xiao explained, transforming humans into half-mechanical, half-biological war machines. They have great combat power, but no self-awareness, just tools for killing. Chen Yu bit her lip and asked, what should we do? Lin Xiao retorted, what do you mean? What should we do? They will kill you all. Lin Xiao laughed, kill me all. He raised his hand, red energy surged in his palm. The air around him twisted like mercury being heated. In his vision, the entire space was filled with red data streams, and he could see every detail of the energy flow. Let them come. I want to see how many they can send. 100? 1,000? 10,000? Come at me. I'll kill them all. Just then, a roar of engines came from the distance. It wasn't a single vehicle, but an entire convoy of armored vehicles, tanks, and more weapons Lin Xiao had never seen. Chen Yu's face instantly turned ashen. They're coming. Lin Xiao narrowed his eyes as the data streams in his vision suddenly became denser. It seems the Sky Company is serious this time. The convoy stopped, and a person stepped out from the front armored vehicle. Not a soldier, but a woman in a white lab coat. In her late 20s, with beautiful long hair. But her eyes held no warmth, like a researcher observing lab rats. Her gaze reminded Yu of something. Cold, professional, devoid of any emotion. The woman spoke. Her voice icy. Zero container Lin Xiao. I am Bai Ling, captain of the Sky Company's Special Operations Team. According to company orders, we are here to retrieve you. If you cooperate, I can guarantee your survival. Otherwise. She snapped her fingers. Behind the convoy, dozens of huge metal hatches opened. From within emerged dozens of things that had human outlines, but most of their bodies had been replaced with machinery. Metal arms, electronic eyes, and weapon systems implanted within. The cyborg army. Yu gasped. 36 in total. Lin Xiao's voice was calm. He could see the energy fluctuations of each cyborg, each with a divine level above B. And I. He smiled, red light flickering in his pupils. 3 days ago, even below a level. Bai Ling raised an eyebrow. Looks like you know our project well. Of course, Lin Xiao said. After all, I am also one of your test subjects. Since you understand. You should know you can't win, Bai Ling said. 36 cyborgs are enough to tear you to pieces. Lin Xiao looked up at the sky. The data streams in his vision becoming denser. Then let's make a bet. Bet on what? Bet that you all will die? Bai Ling laughed, a condescending smile. Arrogant. Attack. 36 cyborgs charged at once. Their speed was astonishing, their power terrifying. In Lin Xiao's vision, their movements were broken down into countless frames. Every muscle contraction could be predicted. Yu shouted, be careful. Lin Xiao did not move, until the first cyborg charged in front of him. Then Lin Xiao threw a punch. Red energy coalesced around his fist, the air igniting with a piercing shriek. The cyborg was punched straight through its body, its metal shell shattered, its core destroyed. And it collapsed, motionless. Bai Ling's expression changed. What? Only B level? Lin Xiao sneered, his pupils turning pure red. Too weak. He charged into the cyborg army like a tiger among sheep. With every punch thrown, a cyborg fell. With every kick, the sound of metal shattering echoed. His movements were so fast they created afterimages, leaving countless traces of red energy on the battlefield. The cyborg army was forced to retreat. And Bai Ling's expression grew increasingly grim. Impossible, this can't be. The combat assessment of 0 is clearly only A level. How could it be this strong? Lin Xiao answered her question while killing, his voice still calm. Your data is outdated. 3 days ago I was still A level, but now. He shattered the last modified person's skull with a punch, metal fragments flying everywhere. I am SS level. All 36 modified individuals have been destroyed. Lin Xiao stood atop the pile of corpses, looking at Bai Ling. The entire process took less than 5 minutes. And 36 modified individuals above B level were crushed like paper by him with ease. Bai Ling's face turned pale as paper. She trembled and stepped back, feeling true fear for the first time. Now it's your turn, Lin Xiao said. Bai Ling's face was ashen. She trembled as she backed away. Don't come any closer. I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. She screamed, her voice filled with despair. Your father sent me. I know, Lin Xiao said, continuing to walk forward. He knows you woke up, knows you have awakened, so he sent me to capture you. Bai Ling said. He said if you refuse to go back, then kill me? Lin Xiao completed her sentence. Yes. Bai Ling lowered her head. I'm sorry, I was just following orders. Lin Xiao looked at her, silent for a few seconds. In his view, he could see this woman's fear hormones skyrocketing. Her heartbeat was unnaturally fast. Her hands were trembling. She was truly afraid. Get lost. Lin Xiao said. Huh. Bai Ling was stunned. I said get lost, Lin Xiao repeated. Take your people and leave. Bai Ling couldn't believe her ears. Why you letting me go? I don't kill women, Lin Xiao said. Especially women like you who are just following orders. And he paused, the red light in his pupils gradually fading. You are afraid too. Afraid? Lin Xiao nodded. Your hands are shaking, your eyes are evasive. You didn't want to come capture me. You just had to. Bai Ling bit her lip. Thank you. Thank you. She turned around and ordered the remaining soldiers to retreat, the convoy quickly leaving. Yu came out from her hiding place, watching the departing convoy, and softly asked, why you let her go? Lin Xiao responded with a hum. Yu asked in confusion, why? She came to capture you. And she has 36 lives on her hands. I said, I don't kill women, Lin Xiao said, and he paused. She is afraid too. Afraid? Lin Xiao nodded. Her heartbeat exceeds 140 beats per minute. Her pupils are abnormally constricted. Her hand muscles are trembling. These are all signs of extreme fear. She didn't want to come capture me. She just had to. Yu fell silent. She looked at Lin Xiao. A strange emotion surged in her heart. This man is clearly powerful enough to kill everyone, clearly cold enough to eliminate any enemy, yet he still possesses a gentle heart. That Xinyu softly asked, What kind of person are you? Lin Xiao glanced at her. I am Lin Xiao, a monster that doesn't want to be a monster. Night fell. The city above the ruins appeared even more sinister, the broken buildings standing like giant tombstones pointing at the sky. The wind carried the smell of blood and decay through the empty streets, emitting a mournful wail. The two found an abandoned supermarket to use as a temporary campsite. The supermarket's glass was shattered long ago, shelves were toppled everywhere, dust and blood were everywhere. Xinyu found some canned food and biscuits and handed them to Lin Xiao, saying, these should still be edible. She carefully observed Lin Xiao's reaction. Lin Xiao took the food and ate silently. His movements were quick but not rough. Like a soldier or someone accustomed to efficient killing. Xinyu hesitated for a long time before finally asking, are you very hungry? Not bad, Lin Xiao said. After awakening, my energy consumption is very high. I need to replenish. Replenish? Xinyu was puzzled. Food, Lin Xiao said, but not just food. I also need to fight. Xinyu was taken aback. Fight? Every time I fight, I absorb the energy of my opponents, Lin Xiao said. That's also the reason I can level up quickly. The core protocol calls it energy plunder. I can absorb the residual energy from dying life forms. Xinyu was dumbfounded. What kind of ability is this? I don't know, Lin Xiao said. It might be a special ability of the Zero container. The core protocol states this is a function my body evolved to adapt to extreme environments. Xinyu hesitated for a long time before finally asking, why does your father want to capture you? Lin Xiao stopped his movements. Because he needs a perfect experimental subject. 10 years ago, he captured 1,000 orphans for human experiments. I'm the only one who survived. But my body is still not perfect enough. So he sealed my memories and threw me into society to observe whether I could live normally. Now that the apocalypse has come, the seal has been lifted, and my powers have fully awakened. He is very pleased because he finally got the perfect weapon he has always dreamed of. Xinyu felt a chill all over. How can he do that? Because in his eyes, I am not his son. Lin Xiao's voice was calm. I am just his creation, a piece of property that needs to be reclaimed. Just like that Zero container by Ling mentioned. Xinyu bit her lip and asked, so what do you plan to do? Kill him, Lin Xiao said. That's the only way. But Xinyu said, he is the CEO of Tianqiong Company. He has so many armies and so many modified people. It doesn't matter, Lin Xiao said. I will kill them all one by one. Then he raised his head and looked at the pitch-black night sky. In his view, even the night was filled with faint red data streams. Those were the energy fluctuations of distant life forms. Then kill him. Late at night, Xinyu fell asleep, curled up on the mat in the corner of the supermarket, breathing lightly. Lin Xiao sat at the supermarket entrance, looking into the distance. The night sky was dark, without stars, perhaps because too much dust in the sky blocked the starlight. He was thinking about many things. About his past, those sealed memories were gradually coming back. He remembered being locked in a white room, remembered countless injections, remembered endless pain, remembered the deaths of other children. A total of 999 children died before him. Some died from experimental failures, some died from side effects, some were executed directly because they had no value. Only he survived. Because he was the perfect experimental subject of Zero. About his father, Zhao Tianqiong. What is this man really thinking? Why treat his own child as an experimental subject? Why is he trying to reclaim him now? Is it just for power? About this destroyed world. Was this disaster really a natural calamity? Or was it also man-made? About his future, what should he do? Keep killing like this? Kill all enemies. And then what? Build a new world, or live alone in this wasteland? He didn't know the answer. Perhaps there was no answer at all. Core protocol. He whispered. Yes, host. A familiar mechanical voice echoed in his mind. My father Zhao Tianqiong, what level is he? According to the database, Zhao Tianqiong's current divine overflow rate is SSS level, and the taboo concentration has reached the critical value. The system said, and he controls all resources of Tianqiong Company, including nuclear weapons. Lin Xiao smiled. SSS level, and he has nuclear weapons. Sounds quite strong. The host is advised to proceed with caution, the system said. Zhao Tianqiong is not an ordinary person. He is a true monster. His divine overflow rate has stabilized at SSS level for 10 years, which means his control over power far exceeds that of the host. Monster? Lin Xiao raised his hand, looking at the swirling red energy in his palm. The energy pulsed like it was alive, emitting a dark red glow. That's just right. The monster was about to fight another monster. He closed his eyes, feeling the power surging within him. This power grew stronger and harder to control, like an expanding balloon that would eventually burst. But he didn't care. As long as he could kill Zhao Tianqiong, It didn't matter if he exploded. In the distance, at the headquarters of Tianqiong Company, in the top-floor office, the huge floor-to-ceiling windows reflected the city's flames, reddening half the sky. Zhao Tianqiong stood by the window, watching the distant firelight with a strange smile on his face. Bai Ling walked in, lowering her head, and saying, "Boss, the mission failed." "I know," Zhao Tianqiong replied calmly, as if he had expected it. "He's too strong," Bai Ling said. "All 36 modified humans were killed by him in an instant. That's impossible. According to the data, Zero's combat power assessment is only A level. Nothing is impossible." Zhao Tianqiong turned around, a strange light flashing in his eyes. "Zero, my son, he has finally grown up. Boss, what should we do next?" Zhao Tianqiong smiled. "Since he is so strong, let's send someone stronger." "You mean the Reaper Squad? Those 5 have already been modified, right?" Yes. Bai Ling's face turned pale, but the Reaper Squad members have all reached A level. "Send them," Zhao Tianqiong said. "If that is still not enough." He paused, his smile becoming even more bizarre. "Then I will go myself." Bai Ling gasped. "Boss, you're going in person?" "Zero is my son," Zhao Tianqiong said. "As a father, I have the responsibility to teach him what true power is." He paused again. "And I also want to see just how much he has inherited from me." Chapter 3. I'm your father? "Son, let me kill you." In the early morning, the ruined city was shrouded in a thin layer of morning mist. The mist carried a damp, cold smell, like the tears of the city or perhaps the lingering stench of its corpses. When Xinyu woke up, Lin Xiao had already been sitting at the door for a long time, with his back to her, staring at the distant horizon. The morning light bathed him, making him look less like a warrior who had just experienced a cataclysmic battle and more like someone waiting for something. Xinyu softly said, "Good morning." Lin Xiao did not turn around, only replying with a faint mm. His voice was very calm, but Xinyu could sense that he was suppressing something. After hesitating for a long time, she asked, "So, where are we going next?" "I don't know," Lin Xiao replied. "Then are we just going to hide like this?" "Not hiding." Lin Xiao finally turned around, his pupils flashing with a red light, like 2 small flames burning. Waiting. "Waiting for what?" "For them to come," Lin Xiao said. "Since they want to catch me, let them come to me. It saves me the trouble of hunting them down one by one." Xinyu felt her heart race. This man was serious. He really planned to take on the entire Tianqiong Company alone. Just then, a strange humming sound suddenly echoed in the sky. It wasn't a helicopter, nor a fighter jet, but something more advanced. The sound was deep and rhythmic, like the breathing of some giant beast. Xinyu looked up, her pupils instantly constricting. It was a spaceship with a silver-white body and streamlined design, hovering in the air like an alien craft. Its surface shimmered with a faint blue light, and the surrounding air distorted due to the energy field. In Lin Xiao's view, this warship was covered with flowing blue energy, and every part emitted powerful waves. She stammered, "What is this?" "Tianqiong Company's floating battleship," Lin Xiao said calmly, codename, Void. "It is one of their most advanced weapon platforms." "How do you know?" Lin Xiao smiled, but the smile didn't reach his eyes. "Because this ship was originally prepared for me." "What?" "The plan of Tianqiong Company was to make me the commander of this battleship once I matured," Lin Xiao said. "To become their weapon for conquering the world. Unfortunately," he raised his head, his pupils flaring with red light. "I refuse." The battleship slowly descended, creating massive gusts of wind that kicked up clouds of dust. The debris in the ruins was swept up, hitting Chunyu's face painfully. She had to squint her eyes and shield herself from the flying sand. The hatch of the battleship opened, and 5 figures emerged. They wore black combat suits, and most of their bodies had been replaced by machinery, but they exuded a suffocating sense of oppression, like some higher-level predators. In Lin Xiao's view, these 5 individuals were covered in dense red energy flows, and each of their divine essence overflow rates exceeded A level. Chunyu's face turned pale. "That's the Reaper Squad," Lin Xiao said. "The 5 strongest modified humans from Tianqiong Company. Each one is A level, and..." He paused. "They have self-awareness." "What do you mean?" "They will think, they will feel fear, they will plead for mercy." Lin Xiao smiled, but the smile lacked warmth. "Of course, they will also kill." The 5 figures approached Lin Xiao. The leader was a tall man. Half of his face was metal, and half was human. One eye was a red electronic eye, while the other was a human eye that bore deep fatigue. In his vision, Lin Xiao could see the energy core of this modified human fluctuating violently, like a heart about to explode. The man's voice was hoarse. "Zero, I am the leader of the Reaper Squad, codename, Decapitation. Under Chairman Zhao's orders, I have come to take you back." Lin Xiao looked at them with a mocking smile at the corner of his mouth. "Take me back? Just you 5? Enough." Decapitation said, "Although you are SS level, the 5 of us together can defeat any SS level." "Is that so?" Lin Xiao raised his hand, red energy surging wildly in his palm. The air around him distorting as if it were mercury being scorched by high heat. Then I will see if you are qualified. The battle erupted instantly. Lin Xiao struck first, unleashing a wave of red energy. In his vision, the energy tore through the air in a visible manner, leaving behind charred traces. The 5 Reaper members simultaneously dodged, their speed astonishingly fast. In an instant, they spread out, surrounding Lin Xiao from 5 directions. In Lin Xiao's view, their movements were broken down into countless frames, each action predictable. Coordinate. Decapitation shouted. The 5 attacked simultaneously. Decapitation's blade pierced straight for Lin Xiao's heart. The member codename. Explosive gathered energy in both hands, launching a beam of destruction. The member codename. Speed transformed into an afterimage, launching a surprise attack from a blind spot. The member codename. Control released a gravity field to restrict Lin Xiao's movements, and the member codename. Viper melted into the shadows, preparing a fatal strike. The 5 coordinated seamlessly, as if they were one. This was the strongest killing formation they had trained countless times. However, Lin Xiao merely stood still, coldly watching them. Then he vanished. What? Decapitation was shocked. Behind him, Speed shouted. Decapitation turned abruptly and saw Lin Xiao smiling at him. That smile carried a certain inhuman indifference, as if looking at an ant. Too slow. Lin Xiao punched out. The red energy coalesced around his fist, emitting a piercing shriek. Decapitation was sent flying, crashing heavily to the ground and creating a deep pit. His metal shell was dented in large areas, and his electronic eye flickered with unstable light. In Lin Xiao's view, he could see this modified human's energy core rapidly collapsing. Captain, the other 4 exclaimed. Don't panic. Decapitation climbed out of the pit, wiping the blood from the corner of his mouth. Continue to coordinate. Focus fire, take him down first. The 5 charged again. This time they were more cautious and even more ferocious. The explosive energy beams, the swift blades, the controlling gravity fields, the assassination of the venomous snake, and the frontal assault of decapitation. 5 people coordinated seamlessly, their offensive like a tide. At first, Lin Xiao could handle it easily, but gradually, he began to feel pressure. The 5-person teamwork was too good. They were like a precision killing machine, every action perfectly timed, and they were constantly adapting to Lin Xiao's fighting style. Damn it. Lin Xiao cursed inwardly. These guys are really something. Just then, the controlling gravity field suddenly intensified. Lin Xiao felt his body sink, his movements slowed. In his field of vision, he could see the gravity field distorting the surrounding energy flow, forming a cage. Seize the opportunity. Decapitation shouted. The 5 of them attacked simultaneously. 5 deadly strikes crashing towards Lin Xiao at once. At that moment, Lin Xiao knew he couldn't dodge. Then he wouldn't. Lin Xiao closed his eyes and took a deep breath. Then, terrifying red energy erupted from within him. It was not an outward attack, but an implosion. The red energy crazily expanded outward from Lin Xiao like a nuclear explosion. The air ignited, the ruins shattered, and even space itself twisted under this force. In his vision, the entire world was covered by red data streams, everything collapsing before this power. The 5 Grim Reaper team members were directly flung away, the gravity field torn apart. Energy beams devoured, and all attacks seemed so insignificant before this terrifying force. Qinyu, hiding far away, trembled as she watched this scene. What she could see was that the air around Lin Xiao was burning, not real flames, but something far more terrifying. It was a manifestation of energy overload. Lin Xiao's body was releasing power far beyond reason. When the red energy dissipated, Lin Xiao stood in place, unscathed. His breathing was somewhat rapid, clearly indicating that this strike had consumed a lot of his energy. Meanwhile, all 5 Grim Reaper team members lay on the ground. Some were already motionless, others were still twitching, and only Decapitation managed to struggle to his feet. He half knelt on the ground, gasping for air. His metallic shell almost completely deformed, and the glow of his electronic eye dimming. In Lin Xiao's vision, he could see the energy core of this cyborg was on the brink of collapse. No, it's impossible, Decapitation said, our Grim Reaper team. How could we? Lin Xiao walked up to him, looking down at him. Because you are just cyborgs, and I am. His pupils turned pure red, like 2 blood-red moons. 0. Decapitation raised his head to look at Lin Xiao. At that moment, he saw behind Lin Xiao as if a gigantic red beast was roaring. It was not a living being, but something more essential, like the very concept of slaughter itself. What exactly are you? Decapitation murmured. I am the nightmare of your boss. Lin Xiao said. Decapitation's electronic eye flickered a few times before completely extinguishing. He fell. All 5 Grim Reaper team members were dead. Lin Xiao stood among the pile of bodies, looking up at the hovering warship in the sky. In his vision, the energy fluctuations of that warship were violently shaking, and the people inside were experiencing some emotional turmoil. "Come out," he said. "I know you are up there." The warship was silent for a few seconds. Then its bottom opened, and a beam of light shot down. A figure slowly descended before Lin Xiao. A middle-aged man, dressed in a sharp suit, handsome in appearance, with a cold gaze. But in Lin Xiao's vision, this man was covered in golden energy streams, so dense it was suffocating. His divinity overflow rate was SSS level. Zhao Tianqiong, Lin Xiao's father. "Son," Zhao Tianqiong began, his voice very calm, "you've grown up." Lin Xiao sneered. "If it's just to talk nonsense, you can get lost." "I traveled thousands of miles just to see you," Zhao Tianqiong said. "See me?" Lin Xiao laughed. "You mean to capture me, right?" "No," Zhao Tianqiong shook his head. "I am here to tell you the truth." "The truth?" "About the truth of this disaster." Zhao Tianqiong said. "Do you really think this is a natural disaster?" Lin Xiao's pupils constricted. "You mean this disaster was caused by me?" Zhao Tianqiong said, very calmly, as if discussing a trivial matter, "to awaken you." Lin Xiao was stunned. Then he exploded in anger. "What did you say?" "I said, this disaster was caused by me," Zhao Tianqiong repeated, "to awaken you." "Awaken me?" Lin Xiao's voice trembled. "Yes." Zhao Tianqiong nodded. "The forbidden shackles within you can only be fully unlocked in such extreme environments. So I created the disaster, destroyed human civilization, killed billions. Just to awaken you." Lin Xiao's eyes turned blood red. "You madman." Zhao Tianqiong spoke for him. "I knew you would say that, but I don't care." He looked at Lin Xiao, a certain emotion appearing in his eyes for the first time. "You are my masterpiece, my most perfect creation. What is sacrificing the whole world to awaken you?" Lin Xiao laughed, laughing maniacally. "Ha ha ha, good, very good." He raised his head. The red energy surged wildly in his palm. The air around him twisted, as if ignited mercury. "Since you want me to awaken so much, then I will fulfill your wish." Lin Xiao charged forward, the red energy transforming into a giant blade, piercing directly at Zhao Tianqiong's heart. In his vision, this strike was perfectly timed to Zhao Tianqiong's heartbeat, muscle reaction, and energy fluctuations, all calculated within his grasp. Zhao Tianqiong did not dodge. He simply raised a hand and gently grasped. The red blade was crushed by him, as if crushing a fragile toy. In Lin Xiao's shocked vision, he could see the golden energy flow within Zhao Tianqiong erupting instantly, completely countering his attack. Lin Xiao was stunned. "What? Too weak," Zhao Tianqiong said. "Do you think you can defeat me just because you awakened? You are still far from it." Zhao Tianqiong threw a punch. Golden energy gathered around his fist, emitting dazzling light. Lin Xiao had no time to react before he was sent flying. He crashed heavily to the ground, creating a massive pit. Blood spilled from the corner of his mouth, staining the ground red. In his vision, he could see multiple ribs fractured, internal organs damaged, but he could still move. He struggled to get up, but found that his whole body felt like it was about to fall apart. "How is this possible? I am SSS level," Zhao Tianqiong said. "And you are only SS level. There is a full level of difference between us." Lin Xiao gritted his teeth, trying to stand up again, but his body had reached its limit. "Give up," Zhao Tianqiong said. "You cannot win against me. Come back with me and become the strongest weapon of Tianqiong Corporation." Lin Xiao looked at Zhao Tianqiong, his eyes filled with anger, but he couldn't move. His strength had been exhausted. At that moment, Qinyu rushed out. She stood in front of Lin Xiao, looking at Zhao Tianqiong. "You cannot harm him." Zhao Tianqiong looked at the girl, a hint of surprise flashing in his eyes. "Oh? You said don't harm him?" Qinyu gritted her teeth. "You madman. You've killed so many people. How can you still have the face to call yourself his father?" "Father?" Zhao Tianqiong laughed. "I never regarded him as my son. He is just my work. A piece of property that needs to be reclaimed." Qinyu rushed up in anger, but Zhao Tianqiong merely waved his hand gently, and Qinyu was sent flying. "Qinyu!" Lin Xiao shouted, wanting to rush over, but he couldn't move at all. Zhao Tianqiong walked up to Qinyu, lifting his foot to step on her chest. "Trash," he said. "This kind of weakling has no value. Killing her is just killing her." He raised his foot, preparing to step down. "No." Lin Xiao's roar echoed throughout the ruins. "Stop." Zhao Tianqiong halted his actions and looked at Lin Xiao. "Oh, you still have the strength to shout?" "Please," Lin Xiao said. His pride, his dignity, everything about him was being tested like never before at this moment. "Beg me?" Zhao Tianqiong sneered. "Kneel and beg me, and I might spare this young lady." Lin Xiao gritted his teeth, his whole body trembling. His nails dug deep into his palms, blood flowing from between his fingers. He recalled 3 days ago at the company, humiliated by his boss and forced to bow at a 45-degree angle. That week, timid version of himself who dared to do nothing. Now history was repeating itself. What? Unwilling? Zhao Tianqiong sneered. Then watch her die. He raised his foot, ready to step down. No. Lin Xiao roared, please. He knelt down. Please spare her. Zhao Tianqiong looked at Lin Xiao kneeling on the ground, a trace of satisfaction flashing in his eyes. Good, he said. You have learned to submit. He withdrew his foot, allowing Chunyu to catch her breath. Come back with me, Zero. Zhao Tianqiong said. Become the weapon of Sky Dome Corporation. I will make you stronger, strong enough to protect everything you want to protect. Lin Xiao lowered his head and remained silent for a long time. Then he laughed. Ha ha ha. He suddenly raised his head, eyes filled with madness. Did you really think I would submit? Zhao Tianqing's face changed. I lied to you. Lin Xiao suddenly stood up. His body began to glow. Red energy surged wildly from within him, growing stronger and stronger. The ground around started cracking, the air twisted, and the entire ruins trembled. Zhao Tianqiang's face turned pale. Impossible. SSS rank. Lin Xiao laughed wildly. Within his vision, the golden energy flow inside him surged wildly, increasing in density until reaching a critical point. You're right. He said, I will become stronger, strong enough to kill you. A terrifying energy explosion shook the entire city. Zhao Tianqiong was blasted away by this force, crashing heavily to the ground and creating a huge crater. This time, he was the one coughing up blood. He struggled to get up, looking at Lin Xiao, fear appearing in his eyes for the first time. I lied to you, Lin Xiao said. I was never SS rank. From the moment of awakening, I was SSS rank. I have been hiding my strength, just waiting for you to personally show up. Now, Lin Xiao raised his hand, terrifying energy gathering in his palm. You can die now. Chapter 4. The final showdown between father and son. Who is the real Zero? Above the ruins, two SSS-level beings faced off. The wind stopped, the clouds froze. And even time seemed to stand still at this moment. The air was as heavy as mercury, each breath carrying a rusty metallic scent. In Lin Xiao's vision, the entire world was covered in golden-red data streams, energy fluctuations generated by his collision with Zhao Tianqiong. Lin Xiao stood to the left, his body radiating red energy. His expression was cold, as if looking at a corpse. In his vision, Zhao Tianqiong was wrapped in countless golden lines, the energy fluctuations of every cell under his surveillance. Zhao Tianqiong stood to the right, glowing with golden light. His expression was calm, as if looking at a sun, but beneath that calm hid something else. Shock? Anger? Or anticipation? Red versus gold. Son versus father. Zero versus creator. You lied to me. Zhao Tianqiong wiped blood from the corner of his mouth, his voice still calm. But Lin Xiao could see his heartbeat accelerating. He was nervous. From the beginning, you were SSS rank. Lin Xiao said. I didn't want you to know my true strength. I wanted to see how strong you really are. Why? Because Lin Xiao smiled. I wanted to see how strong the monster you created in me could become. Now that I see it. He shook his head. Not so impressive after all. Zhao Tianqiong's expression darkened. Very well. Since you're so confident, then come. Let me see how much my son has learned. The two charged at each other simultaneously. Red light against golden light, energy against energy. The collision produced terrifying energy fluctuations. The surrounding ruins collapsed under the shockwave. The ground cracked, buildings fell, and the entire city trembled. In Lin Xiao's vision, each collision left permanent scars in space, distortions caused by energy overload. Chunyu hid in the distance, trembling as she watched the scene. Is this what an SSS-level fight looks like? So terrifying. Even the aftershocks were enough to destroy everything. She felt that if struck by this power, she would turn to ash instantly. She must escape. She gritted her teeth, thinking, but she couldn't run. The energy fluctuations covered the entire area. She was trapped. All she could do was pray that Lin Xiao would win. On the battlefield, Lin Xiao and Zhao Tianqiong had clashed hundreds of times. Each collision generated massive energy waves, and every confrontation turned the surroundings to ashes. Their strengths were nearly equal. Lin Xiao's energy was wilder and more aggressive. Zhao Tianqiong's was purer and harder to deal with. Not bad, Zhao Tianqiong said while fighting, as the Zero container. You are indeed perfect. But you are still too young, lacking battle experience and insufficient energy control. He threw a punch that struck Lin Xiao's chest. Golden energy pierced through Lin Xiao's defense and blasted into his body. You cannot win me. Lin Xiao was blasted away, smashing through a building. He climbed up from the rubble, wiped blood from the corner of his mouth, and asked, Is that so? Then why don't you just kill me? Zhao Tianqiong was silent. Because he had discovered something. Lin Xiao's learning ability was terrifying. In Lin Xiao's vision, he could see Zhao Tianqiong's every attack being decomposed into data, quickly analyzed, and mimicked by his brain. With each encounter, he absorbed his opponent's fighting techniques, learning how to use energy, even copying Zhao Tianqing's moves. At the start of the fight, Lin Xiao was indeed at a disadvantage. His attacks were easily countered by Zhao Tianqing. His defenses crumbled before him. He was beaten back step by step, wounded all over. But the more they fought, the stronger Lin Xiao became. His attacks grew more precise, his defenses more perfect, his energy used more efficient. It was as if he was learning combat techniques, energy manipulation, and even Zhao Tianqing's moves from him. With each clash, Lin Xiao could copy a portion of Zhao Tianqing's abilities and then integrate them, making them his own. This was the most terrifying aspect of the Zero Container, not how strong he was by himself, but that he could become stronger than any opponent. I see, Zhao Tianqing said. The core ability of the Zero Container is not energy plundering, but perfect replication. Lin Xiao smiled. You found out. Yes, I can copy anyone's abilities, including yours. Zhao Tianqing's face darkened further. So the longer this fight drags on, the smaller your advantage over me becomes, or it might even become your advantage. Lin Xiao raised his hand, golden energy appearing in his palm. Look, I have already learned how to use your power. Now, golden light and red light intertwined in his palm. In his vision, two completely different energies merged, forming a new, more powerful energy form. Let me try this move. A terrifying energy explosion erupted, not purely red, nor purely gold, but a blend of red and gold intertwined energy. This surge of energy was stronger than any strike before, as if it fused two completely different laws. Zhao Tianqing's pupils contracted. This move, I'll give it a name. Lin Xiao said, let's call it Zero-Style Annihilation Wave. The mixed energy swept out, devouring everything in its path. The ruins of buildings, even the air itself, were crushed by this force. In Lin Xiao's vision, this was an energy capable of tearing apart space. Where it passed, space itself twisted. For the first time, Zhao Tianqing felt fear. He defended with all his might, golden light gathering around him to form a barrier. But the power of the Zero-Style Annihilation Wave was too strong, and the barrier began to shatter. Cracks appearing on its surface. Zhao Tianqing was blasted away by this force, crashing through several buildings, ultimately smashing into a massive pit. Lin Xiao stood in place, panting heavily. That strike had consumed a large amount of his energy, and he needed time to recover. In his vision, his energy reserves had already decreased by 30, which was a dangerous signal. But Zhao Tianqing would not give him time. In the pit, the golden light shone again. Zhao Tianqing flew out. His clothes were tattered, his body covered in blood, but his gaze remained indifferent. Very good, Zhao Tianqing said. You have indeed learned. But you've forgotten one thing. What? The ability of the Zero Container is not just to replicate, Zhao Tianqing said, but to evolve. In the next moment, Zhao Tianqing's body began to change. The golden light became even more dazzling. His physique started to enlarge, muscles began to swell, and a layer of golden scales appeared on his body. His pupils turned into vertical slits, like a dragon. In Lin Xiao's vision, Zhao Tianqing's energy fluctuations suddenly skyrocketed. The divine overflow rate jumping from the early SSS level directly to the peak SSS level. Lin Xiao was shocked. This is my second form, Zhao Tianqing said. Codename, Dragon Emperor. Before the Zero Project, Tianqiong Company had another plan, the Divine Being Project. I am the only successful product of that plan. And you? Zhao Tianqing looked at Lin Xiao, his slit pupils emitting a strange light. The Zero Container is merely a vessel I created to carry my consciousness. Lin Xiao was stunned. What vessel? Do you think? Why did I awaken you in the apocalypse? Zhao Tianqing said, not to allow you to awaken, but to seize your body. Seize? Yes. Zhao Tianqing laughed, cruelly. The Zero Container has a special ability, capable of containing another SSS-level soul. And I want, his eyes became fervent, to become your new soul. Lin Xiao finally understood. Everything. Why he was sealed away, why he was thrown into society. Why Zhao Tianqing caused this disaster. It was all for today, to allow Zhao Tianqing to seize his body. You, Lin Xiao gritted his teeth, you monster. Thank you for the compliment, Zhao Tianqing said. Now, get ready to welcome your new master. Zhao Tianqing charged forward. In his Dragon Emperor form, he was far stronger than before. Faster, stronger, with terrifying defense. In Lin Xiao's vision, every attack from Zhao Tianqing carried an energy fluctuation capable of tearing apart space. Lin Xiao couldn't even react before Zhao Tianqing's punch struck his chest. Lin Xiao spat out a mouthful of blood. He felt as if he was dying. His ribs were broken, his organs damaged, energy rapidly draining. In his vision, his body was collapsing quickly. Useless, Zhao Tianqing said. You are too weak. Now, he raised his hand, golden light gathering in his palm. The light grew brighter, and ultimately formed a black hole capable of devouring everything. It's time to end this. Lin Xiao looked at the ball of golden energy, knowing he couldn't escape. He would die here, having his body seized by his father. Then Lin Xiao closed his eyes. I'm sorry, Qinyu. I'm sorry, he called out in his heart. Core protocol. Is there any way? The cold mechanical voice carried emotion for the first time. Sorry. In your current state, you cannot defeat the Dragon Emperor form of Zhao Tianqiong. Suggestion, escape. Escape? Lin Xiao laughed. Escape? Where to? The whole world belongs to Zhao Tianqiong. And if I escape, Qinyu will die. Core protocol, Lin Xiao said. Is there any way for me to become stronger? Yes, the system said. There is a method. What method? Burning life, the system said. At the cost of your current vitality, you can exchange for a brief burst of power. Duration, 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, you will die. Lin Xiao fell silent. 10 seconds. Enough to kill Zhao Tianqiong? Was it enough? Success rate? Lin Xiao asked. 50%, the system replied. Lin Xiao smiled. 50% is high enough. No. A voice echoed across the battlefield. It was Qinyu. She had rushed out from her hiding place, saying, Lin Xiao, you can't die. She stood in front of Lin Xiao, looking at Zhao Tianqiong. You're insane. Why are you doing this? Because the weak have no value in existence, Zhao Tianqiong sneered. Shut up. With a wave of his hand, Qinyu was blasted away. Qinyu, Lin Xiao shouted. He wanted to rush over. But Zhao Tianqiong's energy had already pressed down. Lin Xiao was pinned to the ground, unable to move. Watch her die, Zhao Tianqiong said. This is the fate of the weak. The golden energy pressed towards Qinyu. In Lin Xiao's vision, that energy was closing in on Qinyu, and she had no way to dodge. Qinyu closed her eyes, knowing she couldn't escape. I'm sorry, Lin Xiao, you won't. A furious roar echoed through the sky. A terrifying aura erupted from Lin Xiao, not red, not gold, but white. Pure white light, not like energy, but more like a higher existence. In Lin Xiao's vision, this white light was devouring all data streams. The entire world lost meaning before this force. What? Zhao Tianqiong was shocked. This was not the power of zero. Lin Xiao stood up. His wounds were healing rapidly, broken ribs reconnected, damaged organs restored to their original state. His pupils turned white, his hair turned silver, radiating a sacred glow. Is this the divine form? Zhao Tianqiong's voice trembled. No, Lin Xiao said, this is transcendence. Above zero, there is another level. He spoke those two words in an entirely new voice, with a completely new tone and existence. Primordial. At that moment, the entire world froze. All sound, all color, all matter lost meaning before that white light. In Lin Xiao's vision, the world was no longer data streams, but a pure expanse of white. Everything returned to nothingness before this power. Lin Xiao. No, it should be said, the primordial Lin Xiao looked at Zhao Tianqiong as a god would look at an ant. Impossible. Zhao Tianqiong stepped back. This is impossible. Above zero, how could there be another level? Because zero was originally a misnomer, Lin Xiao said, his voice sounding as if it came from another dimension. The true zero is not a test subject, but the beginning of everything, the existence of everything, the end of everything. For the first time, Zhao Tianqiong felt true fear. Not fear of death, but fear of the unknown. This man, what exactly was his son? Now, Lin Xiao raised his hand, white energy gathering in his palm. It's time to end this, father. The white energy swept out. There was no sound, no light, no explosion, because all of it vanished in an instant. Zhao Tianqiong's body, Zhao Tianqiong's soul, everything about Zhao Tianqiong was swallowed by that white light. Completely, utterly. Never to be reborn. In Lin Xiao's sight, Zhao Tianqiong was like erased by an eraser. Even the traces of his existence wiped away. The white light dissipated. Lin Xiao returned to normal. He collapsed to the ground, gasping heavily. Core protocol. He called weakly. That was the primal form just now. The system said it was the hidden ability of Container Zero. It can temporarily surpass all limits. But at what cost? Lin Xiao asked. The system was silent for a moment. What you just used was burning the future. What does that mean? You just burned your future possibilities, the system said. In other words, you can never grow again. Lin Xiao was stunned. You mean my combat power level? The system said it will forever remain at SSS rank. No further enhancement, no breakthrough, forever stuck at this point. Lin Xiao was silent for a long, long time. Was it worth it? The system asked. Lin Xiao looked up and saw Qinyu nearby getting up from the ground and running toward him. It's worth it. Lin Xiao smiled. As long as he could protect her, everything was worth it. The sun set in the west. The ruined city was dyed blood red. The two sat together, looking into the distance. Then Qinyu softly asked, where are we going? I don't know, Lin Xiao said, but no matter where we go, as long as we're together, That's enough. Chen Yu smiled and leaned on Lin Xiao's shoulder. She knew that no matter how many difficulties the future held, as long as she was with this person, she was not afraid of anything. Because he was her hero, her god, her everything. Lin Xiao looked into the distance. A warm current surging in his heart. This feeling was strange. He had never trusted anyone, never relied on anyone, never loved anyone. But now, he felt something called happiness. Core protocol. He whispered. Here, host. No need to thank me. Lin Xiao smiled. Not this. The system said, it's my honor to serve you. Not this. Lin Xiao smiled. Thank you. Thank you for letting me meet her. The system was silent for a long time, then said, Host, you chose to save her yourself. I merely gave you the right to choose. Lin Xiao smiled. That's enough. Night fell. The two embraced amidst the ruins. Although the world was destroyed, although the future was full of unknowns, being together was enough. And in Lin Xiao's mind, that cold voice carried a trace of warmth for the first time. Core Protocol 0 detected abnormal emotional fluctuations in the host. Record. This is the first time the host used autonomous choice, rather than following the predetermined program. Data archived. May you find your own answer. Chapter 5. Dawn in the ruins. When Lin Xiao woke up, the sky was already dimly bright. He opened his eyes and saw a grayish sky overhead, no sun visible. Only thick clouds pressing down low, as if ready to collapse at any moment. The air was filled with a faint smell of blood and decay. This was the city's last breath. He moved his body and found himself aching all over. Although he had won yesterday's battle, it had consumed a great deal of his strength. More importantly, the cost of using the primal form was only beginning to manifest. He felt his power seemed locked, unable to be freely mobilized as before. This sensation was like an invisible wall standing between him and the source of his energy. In his vision, the once clear data streams became blurred, and his perception of energy dulled. He sat up and looked around. They had slept last night in a corner of an abandoned supermarket, the floor covered with some worn cardboard and clothes, barely enough to sleep on. The supermarket's glass was long shattered, shelves toppled, dust and bloodstains everywhere, traces of death. Chenyu was still sleeping. She curled up not far from him, breathing lightly. Her face weary but seemingly peaceful. Her clothes were stained with blood, and her hair was messy. This girl had endured too much in just a few days. Lin Xiao looked at her, a complex emotion rising in his heart. He had dragged her into a war beyond her imagination, yet she had never complained. Core protocol. Lin Xiao called softly in his heart. Here, host. That familiar mechanical voice echoed in his mind. What is my current status? The cost of using the primal form is manifesting, the system said. Although your combat power level is SSS rank, your energy absorption efficiency has greatly decreased. And you can no longer improve through battle, the system said. In other words, you've hit the ceiling. Lin Xiao was silent. He had long known this cost. The system had said before that burning the future would forever prevent growth. He chose this path because he had no other choice. Either watch Chenyu die or burn his future for power. He chose the latter and did not regret it. Was it worth it? He whispered to himself. Looking at Chenyu sleeping, tears still clinging to her eyelashes, I would still do it. He stood up and stretched his stiff body. The ruined city looked even more desolate in the morning light, with collapsed buildings and broken streets everywhere. Yesterday's earth-shattering battle had changed the entire city. The energy shockwaves from the collision between Zhao Tianqing's Dragon Emperor form and Lin Xiao's primal form had destroyed everything around. Lin Xiao walked to the supermarket entrance and looked into the distance. Smoke was rising far away in the city. It seemed other survivors were still holding on. In his vision, he could see faint energy fluctuations. Those were survivors' life signals. He recalled Bai Ling, the captain of the Sky-Dome Company's special operations team, whom he had spared. She should have already retreated with the remaining people. He wondered how she would report this to Sky-Dome Company. Zhao Tianqiong was dead. Lin Xiao thought, how would Sky-Dome react? They would definitely send more people. The system said, and they will come stronger. Lin Xiao nodded. So I need to become stronger. No, I can't become stronger anymore. So I need to, he paused, thinking. You need the system to say it for you. More people. What do you mean? No matter how strong you are alone. There is a limit, the system said, especially when you can no longer grow. So you need allies. Lin Xiao took over the words, allies. Yes, the system said. You need to build your own strength, not relying solely on your own power, but on a team. Lin Xiao smiled faintly. A team, huh? That is a new idea. For 20 years, Lin Xiao's dictionary only contained hunting and being hunted. He was a lone knife hanging outside, sharp and cold from awakening, cutting this world alone. But now, this knife found itself rusting, and the seemingly weak ants around wanted to build a sheath for him. So where to start? Lin Xiao looked into the distance. deep in thought. Just then, he heard footsteps. Very light, but clear. Someone was approaching. Lin Xiao's pupils contracted slightly. He sensed there was more than one person coming, and they carried energy fluctuations. In his vision, he saw 5 distinct energy signals approaching. Looks like guests have arrived so soon. A faint smile curled at Lin Xiao's lips. When Qinyu woke up, she saw Lin Xiao standing at the supermarket entrance, facing away from her, gazing into the distance. The morning light cast a faint golden hue on him, making him look less like a warrior who had just experienced a great battle and more like an ordinary person contemplating life. "You're awake?" Lin Xiao turned around, seeing her open her eyes, a gentle smile on his lips. Qinyu sat up, rubbed her eyes, and asked, "What time is it?" "I don't know." Lin Xiao replied, "Probably around 6 or 7 in the morning. What are we going to do next?" "First, let us find something to eat," Lin Xiao said. "And then we need to leave this city." "Leave?" Qinyu was taken aback. "Where to?" "I don't know," Lin Xiao replied. "But I have a feeling that staying here is not a good idea. The people from Tianqiong Company must have seen what happened yesterday. They will definitely send more people." Qinyu said, "They will come stronger each time." Lin Xiao nodded. "So we need to." Just then, a voice came from outside the supermarket. "Excuse me, is this a safe area?" It was a woman's voice, sounding very cautious and clearly trembling. Qinyu was startled and instinctively hid behind Lin Xiao. Lin Xiao patted her head, signaling her not to be afraid, then said to the outside, "Come in." Several figures appeared at the supermarket entrance. There were a total of 5 people, 3 men and 2 women, all armed with machetes, steel pipes, and a homemade pistol. Their clothes were tattered, and they looked weary and alert. The leader was a man in his 30s, tall, with a scar on his face, looking quite intimidating. He eyed Lin Xiao cautiously, clearly considering him the biggest threat. In Lin Xiao's vision, he could see the man's heart rate accelerating. He was very nervous. "Who are you?" the scar-faced man asked in a rough voice. "Who are you?" Lin Xiao countered. The scar-faced man hesitated, seemingly weighing the pros and cons. Finally, he said, "We are from the Eastern Survivor Camp. We saw the fighting light over here yesterday and came to see if there were any survivors." "Survivor Camp?" Lin Xiao raised an eyebrow. "Yes," the scar-faced man replied. "We have established a survivor camp in the east, sheltering about 300 people." 300? Lin Xiao nodded. "That's quite a lot." "It's not bad," the scar-faced man said somewhat proudly. "We have doctors, engineers, and armed forces." "Armed forces?" Lin Xiao chuckled. "With just those things in your hands?" The scar-faced man's expression darkened, but he quickly relaxed. "You're strong. I can feel it. But we are here to help, not to cause trouble." "Help?" Lin Xiao looked at them, a hint of amusement in his eyes. "Yes," the scar-faced man said. "I don't know if you've noticed, but yesterday's battle was seen by the whole city. So what if they saw? They want to come and seek refuge," the scar-faced man said bluntly. "You are strong enough to fight against Tianqiong Company alone. We want to invite you to join us." Lin Xiao was taken aback for a moment, then laughed. "Join you?" "Yes," the scar-faced man nodded. "We need your strength." He glanced at Qinyu behind Lin Xiao, then at the abandoned supermarket, clearly indicating that they also needed a stable place to stay, right? Lin Xiao fell silent. This was indeed a problem. He needed a place for Qinyu to settle down and resources to sustain their lives. Joining a survivor camp seemed like a good choice. "But can you represent the camp's decision?" Lin Xiao asked. "No," the scar-faced man replied honestly. "So I can only ask you to come back with us to meet our camp leader. If you're willing to join, that would be great. If not," he shrugged, "then we'll go our separate ways." Lin Xiao thought for a moment and looked at Qinyu. "What do you say?" Qinyu was taken aback, not expecting Lin Xiao to ask for her opinion. After thinking for a moment, she said, I have no objections. As long as I'm with you, I'm fine going anywhere." Hearing this, the expressions of the scar-faced man and the others became somewhat subtle. "All right then," Lin Xiao nodded. "I'll go back with you to take a look." "Great." The scar-faced man sighed in relief. "I'm Wang Tai, the armed captain of the Eastern Survivor Camp. These are my team members, Li Mei, Zhang Wei, Zhao Gang, and Sun Li." He introduced the others one by one. "I'm Lin Xiao," Lin Xiao said. "This is my friend, Qinyu." He paused a moment when saying friend, as if not used to the term. "Let us go," Wang Tai said. Along the way, Lin Xiao learned more information. The Eastern Survivor Camp was formed by the merger of 3 small groups, which originally operated independently, but had to unite due to the threat of Tianqiong Company and mutated beasts. The current camp leader is Zhou Wan, a man in his 50s, who is said to have been the chief engineer at a state-owned factory. "Camp leader Zhou is a good person," Wang Tai said. "He is a wise man who can unite everyone. But what? But his strength is limited," Wang Tai sighed. "Our camp can protect itself, but that is about it. To fight against Tianqiong Company and survive in this apocalypse, we need stronger power. So you saw me and wanted to recruit me?" Lin Xiao asked. Yes, Wang Tai nodded. You are young, but your strength is incredible. If you are willing to join us, the camp will become safer. Lin Xiao smiled. I can indeed consider joining, but on one condition. What condition? I want my own space, Lin Xiao said. I don't want to be restricted. When you need my help, I'll act. But please don't bother me otherwise. Wang Tai was taken aback for a moment, then smiled wryly. I need to consult the camp leader about that. Then let us discuss it when we meet your camp leader. Lin Xiao looked up at the sky. The gray clouds still hung low, creating a sense of oppression. But for some reason, he faintly felt that something was brewing behind those clouds. An ominous premonition. The Eastern Survivor Camp was located in an abandoned industrial park, surrounded by high walls and electric fences, looking well fortified. There were guards at the entrance. And upon seeing Wang Tai and the others return, they immediately opened the gate. Captain Wang, you're back. The guards were happy. Did you find any survivors? We did. Wang Tai pointed at Lin Xiao and Xunyu, and we found a very strong person. The guards saw Lin Xiao and a hint of surprise flashed in their eyes. Is this the strong person Captain Wang mentioned? He doesn't look special at all. Lin Xiao ignored their doubts and said flatly, take us to see your camp leader. The guards were taken aback for a moment, then nodded. Follow me. The camp was in the center of the industrial park, a 5-story office building that had likely been converted from an old factory. Wang Tai led Lin Xiao and Xunyu inside, and along the way, they could see many survivors. Some were farming, some were repairing weapons, some were organizing supplies. And some children were playing in an open area. In Lin Xiao's view, these survivors all carried faint energy fluctuations. That was a sign of life. Although they were weak, they were still persevering. This place is not bad, Xunyu said softly. Lin Xiao nodded, better than I expected. They arrived at a conference room on the 5th floor. The room was not large, with a long table in the middle and several chairs around it. Sitting behind the table was a man in his 50s, with graying hair and glasses, looking cultured yet authoritative. Camp leader Zhou, Wang Tai said respectfully, this is Lin Xiao, whom I told you about. Zhou raised his head, looked at Lin Xiao, then stood up and extended his hand. Welcome, young man. Lin Xiao shook hands with him. Feeling the rough and strong palm of the other party, it was the hand of a laborer. Please sit, Zhou said. I heard you were quite impressive. It's all right. Lin Xiao replied, sitting down. I fought against the people from Tianqiong Company yesterday. Tianqiong Company? Zhou expression changed. You fought with Tianqiong Company? Yes. Lin Xiao nodded. Their CEO, Zhao Tianqiong, was killed by me. With these words, the entire conference room fell silent. Everyone stared wide-eyed at Lin Xiao in disbelief. What? What did you say? Zhou's voice trembled slightly. I said the CEO of Tianqiong Company, Zhao Tianqiong, was killed by me, Lin Xiao calmly repeated. Zhou took a deep breath. Is this true? You can ask Wang Tai. He was nearby at the time, Lin Xiao said. Wang Tai quickly nodded. Yes, camp leader. I saw it with my own eyes. It was terrifying. Zhou was silent for a long time, then stood up and deeply bowed to Lin Xiao. Thank you. Lin Xiao was taken aback. Thank me for what? Thank you for killing Zhao Tianqiong, Zhou said. Tianqiong Company is a nightmare for all of us. They plunder resources, capture people for experiments, and create disasters. If we can eliminate them. He raised his head, his eyes shining with light. I can only say this is a blessing for humanity. Lin Xiao looked at Zhou, a hint of surprise flashing in his eyes. Aren't you afraid of me? Afraid of what? Zhou smiled. You killed the enemy of humanity. If we can't trust people like you, then what hope do we have? Lin Xiao fell silent. He didn't expect anyone to say such words. Then, Zhou sat down. Are you willing to join us? I have a condition, Lin Xiao said. I want my own space, and I don't want to be restricted. Of course, Zhou immediately agreed. Our camp is large. You can choose any place to live. You can move freely, but if there is a crisis, I hope you can lend a hand. Deal, Lin Xiao nodded. That night, Lin Xiao and Xunyu were arranged to stay in an independent cabin at the edge of the camp. Although it was simple, it was quiet, meeting Lin Xiao's requirements. A lot happened today, Xunyu said, sitting by the window and looking at the night outside. Lin Xiao sat on the bed, closing his eyes, seemingly resting. Did you really kill Zhao Tianqiong? Xunyu asked. What will Tianqiong Company do? They will retaliate, Lin Xiao said calmly, and it will be on a large scale. So we need to prepare, Lin Xiao opened his eyes. The camp's defenses need to be strengthened, the training of personnel needs to be improved, and the stockpiling of resources needs to be increased. What are you planning? Xunyu asked curiously. War, Lin Xiao said. Tianqiong Company won't let it go easily. They will send more troops. We need to be ready for battle. But how can we fight against Tianqiong Company? Lin Xiao smiled. A hint of confidence flashing in his eyes. With me here, that's enough. Xunyu looked at Lin Xiao, a sense of inexplicable safety surging in her heart. This man is really powerful. Not because he can fight, but because he knows what he is doing. And he will protect those around him. Lin Xiao? Chen Yu called softly. Thank you, Chen Yu said. Thank you for protecting me. Lin Xiao was taken aback for a moment, then smiled. No need to thank me. I'm doing it for. He paused, then said those 3 words, myself. Chen Yu was stunned. Then she smiled, happily, because she knew Lin Xiao was lying. He protected her not out of interest, not out of responsibility, but because he wanted to protect her. That was enough. The night grew deep. Lin Xiao lay on the bed, looking at the ceiling. Core protocol. Yes, host. Today I made a decision. What decision? I want to build my own team. Lin Xiao said, a team that truly belongs to me. Not relying on their strength, Lin Xiao continued, but making them rely on my strength. What do you want to do? The system asked. Lin Xiao smiled. I want to build a wall. A wall? The system asked. Yes, Lin Xiao said. Inside the wall, there is Chun Yu, clean canned food, and the shadows that allow me to sleep peacefully. Whoever wants to tear down this wall. A hint of red light flashed in his pupils. I will kill them. This is indeed more in line with your style, the system said. Uncertain, Lin Xiao said. But I want to try. All right, the system said. Then let's get started. Lin Xiao closed his eyes and fell into a dream. In his dream, he saw a future. A hopeful future. In the dream, he saw the destroyed city rise again, saw the survivors rebuild their homes, and saw children running amidst the ruins. He saw Chun Yu standing next to him, smiling. He saw a world where he lived not as the Zero Container, but as Lin Xiao. Perhaps, this is what he gained by burning the future, not power, but possibility. Not the possibility of becoming a god, but the possibility of becoming human. Outside the window, the night breeze gently blew, bringing with it the fragrance of unknown flowers from afar. A new day was about to dawn, and this time, Lin Xiao would no longer face it alone. Chapter 6, Building a Wall Named Home 3 Days. Lin Xiao took 3 days to overhaul the defensive works of the Eastern Survivor Camp. The original electric fence was just a few rusty wires. Now he had someone rearrange it, using discarded copper wires to form 3 barriers. Interspersed with conductive fibers extracted from mutated beasts, this material was 10 times more conductive than copper wires. The height of the wall was also raised from 3 meters to 5 meters, not built with bricks, but stacked with discarded containers filled with concrete. Lin Xiao did it himself. In his view, he could see the stress points of each container. He only needed to inject energy at key positions, and the concrete would solidify into a material harder than steel within seconds. What kind of technology is this? Wang Tai stood by the wall, looking at the newly completed defenses, his eyes wide. A simple method. Lin Xiao brushed the dust off his hands. Energy solidified concrete. It can last for 100 years. 100 years? Wang Tai murmured. We don't even know if we can survive until tomorrow. Lin Xiao glanced at him, but said nothing. In his view, the man's heartbeat frequency was decreasing. Fear was being replaced by hope. That was enough. In the evening, Lin Xiao was at the training ground. It was called a training ground, but it was actually just a cleared piece of land. The ground was compacted dirt, with some rudimentary wooden equipment, sandbags, wooden stakes, and an obstacle course made of tires. 30 armed members of the camp stood in front of him. Their clothes were tattered, and the weapons in their hands were varied. Some had steel pipes, some had machetes, and a few had homemade pistols. But their gazes had changed. 3 days ago, these people had looked numb and hopeless. Now, they looked at Lin Xiao with shining eyes, the gaze of those who had seen hope. What are we practicing today? Wang Tai asked. He was also standing in the ranks, covered in dirt like the others. Lin Xiao did not answer directly, but raised his hand. Red energy gathering in his palm. In his view, every movement of these people, every breath, and the state of every muscle were under his monitoring. You have 3 problems. Lin Xiao said. First, you can't breathe. Second, you can't exert force. Third, you don't know where to hit. A light laugh spread through the team, but it was quickly suppressed by Lin Xiao's gaze. Breathe, Lin Xiao said. When you fight, your breathing is all over the place. Your heartbeat is erratic. Your muscles can't keep up with the oxygen supply, and you're already tired before you've used up your strength. He pointed to his chest. A normal person's heartbeat is about 70 beats per minute. In a combat state, it should be kept below 110 beats. Exceeding this number will distort your movements and dull your judgment. How do you control it? A young team member asked. His name is Li Ming, in his early 20s. A scout in the camp. Practice, Lin Xiao said. Starting today, you will run 5 kilometers every morning. While running, count your heartbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, count to 10. Take a deep breath, and then count again. Practice until you can know your heartbeat frequency without counting. A gasp arose from the team. 5 kilometers is no small number in the apocalypse. If you don't want to practice, you can walk, Lin Xiao said. But if you walk, don't come back. I don't need bricks that leak wind for this wall. No one spoke. The second question is exerting force. Lin Xiao walked to a sandbag. What kind of force do you use when you hit someone? All your strength? Wang Tai tentatively said. Wrong. Lin Xiao shook his head. You are using brute force. You exert force with your shoulders, arms, and fists, but your body is scattered. The force doesn't transfer in, it dissipates on the surface. He suddenly threw a punch. Bang. The sandbag was sent flying, rolling in the air before crashing heavily to the ground. The entire training ground could feel the vibration of that punch. It wasn't just sound. It was the vibration of the ground. Do you see that? Lin Xiao turned to look at them. The force comes from the ground, through the legs, waist, shoulders, arms, and finally to the fist. The whole body acts like a whip, with power transmitted from head to tail. You have it reversed. Your body is scattered, and the force can't be transmitted. He walked up to the young man named Li Ming. Come, hit me. Huh. Li Ming was stunned. Hit you? Yes. Use all your strength and hit my chest. Li Ming hesitated for a few seconds, then took a deep breath and swung his fist. His fist hit Lin Xiao's chest, and Lin Xiao didn't move an inch. Did you feel it? Lin Xiao asked. Feel what? Li Ming asked confusedly. Your force. Lin Xiao said, when your fist touched me. Your shoulder retracted. The force didn't fully transfer. Half of it was dissipated by yourself. He grabbed Li Ming's wrist, correcting his posture. Lock your shoulders. Don't bend your elbows. Let the force travel from your heels all the way to the tip of your fist. Try again. Li Ming followed Lin Xiao's guidance and threw another punch. This time, Lin Xiao stepped back half a step. Much better. Lin Xiao nodded. Practice 10,000 times, and you will develop a habit. As night fell, training ended. Lin Xiao returned to the small room. Chen Yu had already prepared dinner. 2 cans of braised beef and a bottle of water. How was today? Chen Yu asked. Not bad. Lin Xiao opened the can. They are more hardworking than I imagined. How long will it take to train them? I don't know. Lin Xiao said. It depends on their own fortune. What I can teach is the method. Whether they can learn it is their fate. Chen Yu was silent for a moment and said, someone came to find you today. Who? A woman. Chen Yu said. She said her name is Bai Ling. Lin Xiao's hand paused. What did she come for? She didn't say. Chen Yu said. She only left a message saying Zhao Tianqiong is dead. But Tianqiong Company won't let it go easily. She said her mission failed, and returning would mean death, so what? So she asked if she could join you. Chen Yu said. Lin Xiao laughed. She wants to join me? Yes. Chen Yu nodded. She said she was serious. She said she could see that Tianqiong Company is gathering troops, and the scale will be 10 times larger than before. If we don't find a way, we will all die. Lin Xiao fell silent. In his vision, he could see the concern in Chen Yu's eyes. This girl was already worried. She had begun to care for the people here, starting to treat this place as home. Where is she? I had her wait in the conference room. Chen Yu said. Lin Xiao stood up and walked toward the door. Where are you going? To see her. Lin Xiao said. If what she said is true, we need to prepare. In the conference room, Bai Ling sat in a chair, her hands resting on her knees, her back straight. She wore a gray cloak, and her face was covered with sunglasses, a sign that she didn't want to be recognized. The door opened, and Lin Xiao walked in. Bai Ling stood up and took off her sunglasses. The coldness that was once in her eyes was replaced by a complex emotion, fear, determination, and a hint of hope. Zero? No, Lin Xiao. Bai Ling said. I didn't come to catch you. I know. Lin Xiao pulled out a chair and sat down. Otherwise, you would be bringing an army now, not just yourself. Bai Ling took a deep breath. I need your protection. Protection? Lin Xiao laughed. Don't you find that funny? Last time you said you wanted to kill me. That was a mission. Bai Ling said. Now the mission has failed, and returning means death. Zhao Tianqiong and the higher-ups of Tianqiong Company never leave survivors. So you came here seeking refuge. Lin Xiao said. On what basis? On the basis that I know what they are going to do. Bai Ling said. Lin Xiao, do you think killing Zhao Tianqiong ends it? No. Tianqiong Company has 7 directors. Zhao Tianqiong is just one of them. He is dead, and the other 6 will fight for power. But there is one thing they will agree on. She paused. They must recover Zero. Lin Xiao's pupils slightly contracted. Recover? Yes. Bai Ling said in their eyes. You are not a person. You are the most valuable asset. Zhao Tianqiong spent 10 years and tens of billions of dollars to create you. Do you think they will easily give up? So they will send an army. Bai Ling said. Not a small scale, but a real army. Armored divisions, air support. And there might even be tactical nuclear weapons. And, she lowered her voice. And they have already activated the backup plan for the God Project. Lin Xiao was stunned. What do you mean? Zhao Tianqiong previously mentioned that there was a God Project before the Zero Project. Bai Ling said. That project has more than just Zhao Tianqiong as a successful product. There are 6 others codenamed 6 Calamities. 6 Calamities? 6 God-level modified humans, each at the SSS level. Bai Ling said, Zhao Tianqiong is the strongest, while the others range from early to mid-SSS level. Now that Zhao Tianqiong is dead, they will unite not to take revenge on you, but to capture you. Lin Xiao fell silent. In his vision, countless streams of red data were converging. This information pieced together a complete picture. He had killed one Zhao Tianqiong, but attracted 6 stronger enemies. Why tell me all this? Lin Xiao asked. Because I need a backing. Bai Ling said bluntly, you are the strongest. Following you, I have a chance to survive. And, she paused, and I hate them. Hate. I am also a product of the God Project. Bai Ling said, not a successful product, but a failure. The experiment failed, and I was trained as a tool, becoming a killer for 10 years. With Zhao Tianqiong dead, I finally have a chance to be free. Lin Xiao looked at her. A faint red light flickering in his pupils. In his vision, he could see that this woman's heartbeat frequency was very stable. She was telling the truth. All right, Lin Xiao said. You can stay. Really? A hint of surprise flashed in Bai Ling's eyes. But there are conditions. Lin Xiao said, you will be under my command. I will tell you what to do, and you cannot ask why. Also, he paused. If you are found to have ulterior motives, I will kill you directly. Bai Ling bit her lip. I accept. As Lin Xiao walked out of the conference room, he looked up at the sky. The night sky was dark, without stars. Only thick clouds pressing down overhead. Poor protocol. He whispered in his heart. Yes, host. Is there data on the 6 disasters? Yes. The system said the 6 disasters are the 6 successful products of the divine plan, codenamed natural disaster, man-made disaster, plague, famine, war, and death. Each one is above SSS level in its initial phase. What abilities do they have? The data is incomplete. The system said. It can only confirm that natural disaster is a nature-type ability, man-made disaster is a mental type, plague is a biochemical type, and the other 3 are unknown. Lin Xiao smiled. Sounds interesting. The host advises caution. The system said 6 SSS levels, even if their combat power is not as strong as yours. It would be difficult to deal with them when they join forces. Not to mention that the Tianqiong Company also has an army, weapons, and other resources. I know. Lin Xiao said, so I need time. Time for what? To build this wall higher. Lin Xiao said, high enough that even SSS levels can't climb over. He turned and walked towards the small cabin. The night wind blew, carrying the scent of distant ruins. But in this camp, there was light, laughter, and living people. Inside the wall, there was Chunyu. There were clean-kin goods, and a shadow that could let him sleep peacefully. Anyone who wants to tear down this wall. A flash of red light crossed Lin Xiao's pupils. He would kill them. In the distance, the headquarters building of the Tianqiong Company. In the huge conference room, 6 people sat around an oval table. Each chair was carved with different patterns: disaster, plague, famine, war, death, and one empty seat that was Zhao Tianqiong's position, which had now been removed. Zhao Tianqiong was dead. A man in a white suit spoke, his voice soft but carrying a disturbing undertone. Zero has lost control. He is not out of control. Another woman in black armor sneered, he is a patricide. Interesting. What a joke. The third man, a bald-headed man exuding a dangerous aura, said, asset recovery is the top priority. Who will take action? We will work together. The man in the white suit said, with the 6 disasters joining forces. Zero will surely die. Then, a strange light flashed in his eyes. Then we will settle the score. The other 5 fell silent for a moment, then nodded. The lights in the conference room were dim, and the shadows of the 6 people stretched long on the wall, like 6 impending disasters. And unbeknownst to them, in that distant small camp, a knife had already begun to sharpen. Chapter 7. The advanced team of the 6 disasters, named the Machine of War. Day 5. The morning fog had not yet dissipated when the wake-up call sounded in the camp. It was not a real call, but the sound of Wang Tai striking abandoned railway tracks, clang, 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 crisp and long, echoing in the empty industrial park. Lin Xiao stood on top of the wall, holding a steaming cup of coffee. It was ground by Chunyu, using instant coffee powder, with the water temperature controlled at 65 degrees. Just right to drink without burning his mouth. The coffee was bitter, but he liked it. In his view, the entire camp was enveloped in a red data stream. The heartbeat rates, body temperatures, and even sleep quality of 327 survivors were under his surveillance. 3 days of training had already shown results. The heart rate control abilities of those armed team members had significantly improved, stabilizing around 100 beats per minute in combat situations. These guys could hold on pretty well. Bai Ling stood next to him, also holding a cup of coffee. I thought at least half would run away. Lin Xiao said nothing, just looked into the distance. On the horizon, the sun was rising, dyeing the gray sky blood red. But beneath this blood red, something was approaching. Do you feel it? Lin Xiao asked. Bai Ling paused. Feel what? The breath of death. Lin Xiao said. A a faint red light flickering in his pupils, very slight but present. Bai Ling frowned, closed her eyes, seemingly trying to sense something. After a moment, her face turned pale. I can't feel anything. Because your level is not enough. Lin Xiao said, below SSS level. One cannot perceive that level of existence. What is it? Bai Ling's voice trembled. The advanced team. Lin Xiao put down the coffee cup, not an army, but something stronger. A probe sent by the 6 disasters. 10 minutes later, the alarm sounded. It was not the sound of Wang Tai striking the railway, but a real alarm signal intercepted by Bai Ling from the communication device. She walked over with a serious expression. 20 kilometers away, abnormal energy fluctuations detected. 3 of them. 3. Lin Xiao raised an eyebrow. Yes, Bai Ling said, and one of them has an energy signature I'm very familiar with. It's war. War? Lin Xiao's pupils contracted. One of the 6 disasters, Bai Ling said, skilled in controlling machinery and weapons. If it comes, the camp's defenses won't hold for 10 minutes. Lin Xiao smiled. 10 minutes? That gives me enough time to kill him 3 times. He turned and walked towards the bottom of the wall, where 30 armed team members had already gathered. They looked tense, but more than that, there was eagerness. The training over the past 3 days had given them confidence. Listen up. Lin Xiao's voice was not loud, but everyone heard him clearly. Today's enemy is not an ordinary one. It is an SSS-level modified human, codename War. A gasp arose from the team. But you don't need to be afraid. Lin Xiao continued. I will deal with him. What you need to do is hold the wall. Don't let a single enemy slip through. Do you understand? Understood. 30 voices shouted in unison. 15 minutes later, on the horizon, 3 black dots appeared. They moved quickly, not running, but floating. In Lin Xiao's view, he could see the space around them twisting, a sign of energy overload. They are here. Lin Xiao stood on top of the wall. His pupils completely turned blood red. The 3 black dots quickly enlarged, becoming 3 figures. Leading them was a man in black armor, tall and exuding a metallic sheen. His left arm was a massive mechanical arm, embedded with various weapons, missile launchers, laser cannons, and a chainsaw sword. Behind him followed 2 modified humans. Not the half-mechanical, half-biological type like the Grim Reaper team, but fully mechanical humanoid combat robots, entirely silver gray, covered with weapon slots. The Zero container. The leading man spoke, his voice sounding like metal scraping. I am War. On behalf of the board, I have come to reclaim you. Lin Xiao looked at him and smiled. Just you? Just me? A strange red light appeared on War's armor. Kid, do you know who I am? I am a product of the Divine Plan, an SSS-level weapon of war. I can control all machinery within a 10-kilometer radius, turning them into my weapons. Your little tricks are useless against me. Is that so? Lin Xiao raised his hand, red energy surging in his palm. Then let us give it a try. War sneered, suddenly raising his mechanical arm. Dozens of missiles shot out from the launch tubes, heading straight for the camp. Air defense. Wang Tai shouted, and the few heavy machine guns in the camp began to fire. But there were too many missiles, too fast, and in the blink of an eye, they were right in front. Just then, Lin Xiao disappeared. The next second, he appeared in midair, red energy erupting around him like a red sun. Those missiles hadn't even had time to explode before being devoured by this energy, turning to ashes. What? War was stunned. Lin Xiao landed, standing in front of the wall, looking at War. Is this all you've got? A flash of anger flickered in the electronic eye of War. Do you think this is all I have? His hands suddenly spread wide, and the ground began to tremble around him. In Lin Xiao's field of vision, he could see the metal underground surging wildly. These were the underground pipes, cables, and mechanical debris buried for who knows how long in the abandoned industrial park. They were all awakened. Countless metal tentacles emerged from the ground, some like giant snakes, some like sharp spears, and others simply the remnants of various weapons, all pointing at Lin Xiao, like a forest of steel. What now? War sneered. Lin Xiao looked at the metal tentacles, a smile curling at the corner of his mouth. He raised his hand, and red energy surged from within him, not to attack, but to envelop. The moment those metal tentacles touched the red energy, they all froze. In Lin Xiao's sight, he infiltrated those metals with his energy and seized control. Now, Lin Xiao suddenly clenched his fist. The metal tentacles abruptly changed direction, all pointing at War. What? War was taken aback. How could you? I can control everything that is alive, Lin Xiao said. The metal has no life, but you need energy to control it. And I can control that energy too. He swung his hand fiercely. All the metal tentacles charged towards War simultaneously, moving at an astonishing speed. War hurriedly retreated, his mechanical arm firing at full force, laser cannons and missiles blasting at the metal tentacles, creating a burst of fire. But there were too many tentacles, dense and endless. In no time, War was entangled by the tentacles, like a fly caught in a spider's web. Damn it. War struggled. You too. Attack. The two combat robots behind him suddenly charged out, their bodies glowing blue, moving at incredible speed. That was a teleportation device. Wang Tai? Lin Xiao shouted. Understood. Wang Tai roared. Team 1, Team 2, provide fire support. Team 3, Team 4, prepare for close combat. The camp's defensive firepower was fully unleashed. Heavy machine guns and homemade rockets bombarded the two robots. But their armor was too thick. The bullets merely sparked off without causing any damage. The two robots teleported in front of the wall, their arms transforming into sharp blades, ready to cut through the defense line. At that moment, a flash of white light appeared. Bai Ling charged out from the side, holding a silver long knife, the weapon she brought from Tianqiong Company, codenamed Judgment. Her speed was astonishing, almost moving simultaneously with the two robots. In her sight, she could foresee every move of the robots. She had coordinated with the Reaper squad countless times and was familiar with all the combat techniques of Tianqiong Company's battle robots. Swish, swish. Two silver lights flashed, and the heads of the two robots were severed. Their bodies remained standing in place, blue electric sparks shooting from their necks. Lucky shot. Bai Ling landed and wiped the oil off her blade. These models were outdated and slower to react than me. War widened his electronic eye. You shut up. Lin Xiao waved his hand, and the metal tentacles wrapped around him suddenly tightened. Cracking sounds echoed as War's body was squeezed and deformed. Wait. War panicked. I surrender. I surrender. Surrender? Lin Xiao stepped in front of him. You brought two robots and barged in. Then say you surrender? I can give you intelligence. War hurriedly said. I know all the information about the 6 disasters. I know their weaknesses. I know their weaknesses. Lin Xiao interrupted him. Bai Ling has already told me. Then what can I do? A hint of fear crept into War's voice. Lin Xiao looked at him, silent for a few seconds. You can die. Red energy surged from Lin Xiao's palm, directly crashing into War's body. The robot's body rapidly collapsed under the red energy, metal melting, circuits burning out. In less than 10 seconds, War turned into a pile of scrap metal. The battle ended quickly. From the confrontation to War's death, it took less than 5 minutes. The survivors in the camp emerged from their shelters, looking at the pile of smoking scrap metal, and then turned to Lin Xiao, their eyes shining with a new light. It was a worship of power. Stop dawdling. Lin Xiao brushed the dust off his hands. Wang Tai, take people to move this scrap away. It can still be used. Yes. Wang Tai responded loudly, turning to command the team. Bai Ling walked to Lin Xiao's side and whispered, Did you really kill him? Why not? Lin Xiao glanced at her. Keep him for the new year? No. I mean, he is one of the 6 disasters. Bai Ling said, If you kill him, the other 5 will retaliate crazily. Then let them come. Lin Xiao said, We have to fight anyway. Whether early or late makes no difference. Bai Ling was silent for a moment, then suddenly laughed. You really are ruthless. Ruthless? Lin Xiao turned and walked towards the small house. In this world, those who are not ruthless end up dead. In the evening, Chen Yu was treating Lin Xiao's wounds in the small house. Actually, he had no serious injuries. Just a shallow blood mark on the back of his hand from a laser graze. But Chen Yu insisted on treating it, so he went along with her. While applying the ointment, Chen Yu said, The person who came today was very strong, right? MHM, Lin Xiao replied. Will stronger ones come in the future? Yes. Can we beat them? Lin Xiao looked at her. Her eyes were filled with worry, but more so with determination. This girl was no longer just the medical student who hid behind him. We can't beat them, Lin Xiao said. Then what do we do? Chen Yu became anxious. So we need to strengthen training, Lin Xiao said. Use what you teach as well. Me? What can I teach? Chen Yu was taken aback. You understand human anatomy. Lin Xiao said. Teach them how to strike for a fatal blow. Teach them how to avoid the enemy's vital points. They need to learn these things. Chen Yu was silent for a moment, then nodded. Okay, I'll teach. Lin Xiao smiled. Good girl. Chen Yu's face flushed slightly as she continued to apply the ointment. Outside the window, the sky had darkened. Torches were lit in the camp, the dim light illuminating every face. Someone was singing, not a pleasant song, just a made-up tune, but sung with great spirit. Lin Xiao listened, feeling a deep sense of peace in his heart. Core protocol. He whispered in his mind. Yes, host. Killed one today. Yes. Host. War, one of the 6 disasters. 5 remain. Yes. Natural disaster, man-made disaster, plague, famine, death. When will they come? According to the intelligence provided by Bai Ling, they will not act together. The system said, there are also contradictions among the 6 disasters. They all want to recover you alone to gain the board's favor. So next, they will come one by one. Lin Xiao smiled. That's good, he said, one by one. Just right for me to kill one by one. The host suggests you pay attention to recovery. The system said, although today's battle was brief, you used a large amount of energy. Current energy reserves are only 65. I know. Lin Xiao said, sleep early tonight. Okay, host. Lin Xiao closed his eyes, feeling the warmth of Chun Yu's fingers. It was warm inside the walls. In the distance, at the headquarters of Tianqiong Company, in a huge conference room, 5 figures sat around the table. War's seat was empty, already removed. War is dead. The man in a white suit, natural disaster, spoke, his voice soft but carrying a disturbing undertone, dead at the hands of Zero. Useless. The bald man, famine, sneered. I said to let him go to his death first. It proves nothing. Then you go? The woman in black armor, plague, retorted. I will go. Hunger stood up. Towering over 2 meters tall, his body a mass of bulging muscles. But I am not here to die. I am here to hunt. Hunt. Disaster raised an eyebrow. Yes. Hunger grinned, revealing a mouth full of uneven teeth. I don't rely on technology like war does. I devour in the most primitive way. My ability is to consume the flesh and blood of my enemies and convert it into my own strength. Is Zero strong? Hunger laughed. Then I will eat even more. The other 4 exchanged glances and nodded. Go ahead. Disaster said, don't die. I want to die. Hunger turned towards the door. Wait for me to bring back Zero's corpse. The door closed. The meeting room fell into silence. But in the distance, in that small camp, Lin Xiao was dreaming. In the dream, he saw 5 shadows approaching. Each carried the scent of death. But at the end of the dream, there was a light. It was Chun Yu's smile. The wall is still there. Chapter 8. The hungry beast is about to feed day 7. The morning fog had not yet cleared when a strange sound came from outside the camp. It was not footsteps, nor the roar of machinery, but a sound of chewing. It was as if something was wildly gnawing on something else, the crack of bones breaking, the tearing sound of flesh, and the gulping noise of swallowing. Coming from all directions. Wang Tai was the first to hear it. He was patrolling when he suddenly stopped in his tracks near the wall. His face turned pale, and his hand trembled as he took out the walkie-talkie. Lin Xiao? Lin Xiao was in the small cabin, having breakfast, porridge that Chun Yu had cooked for him, with a bit of pickled vegetables. It tasted good, but before he could swallow, Wang Tai's voice came through. He put down the bowl and walked to the window. In his line of sight, the entire perimeter of the camp was wrapped in an eerie energy. It was not a red data stream, but something darker and greedier. It was like countless mouths gnawing at the very fabric of space. It's coming, Lin Xiao whispered. Who is coming? Chun Yu asked. Hunger, Lin Xiao said. One of the 6 disasters. He walked to the door, put on his coat, and glanced back at Chun Yu. Stay inside, don't come out. Chun Yu bit her lip. Be careful. Lin Xiao nodded and pushed the door open. On top of the wall, Wang Tai and Bai Ling were already standing there. Bai Ling looked worse than Wang Tai. She knew what Hunger's ability was. This ability was her worst nightmare. He-es outside. Bai Ling pointed towards the distant woods. Those sounds, he-es eating a mutated beast. Lin Xiao followed her finger. In the morning mist, he could see something moving in the woods. It wasn't a person, but a monster. Over 2 meters tall, a mass of bulging muscles, with skin of a bizarre grayish-white color, covered in bluish veins. Its head was large, bald, with eyes that were 2 black holes, and its mouth split to the roots of its ears, filled with uneven sharp teeth. In its hand, it clutched a mutated beast, a bear-like monster over 3 meters tall, but in its grip, it looked like a chick. Crack. Hunger bit down on the mutated beast's head. Black blood splattered everywhere. It chewed a few times, swallowed, then let out a satisfied sigh. Delicious. I haven't had something this fresh in a long time. Its voice was hoarse, like 2 stones grinding against each other. Lin Xiao and Bai Ling trembled. Its ability was to devour. Each time it consumed a creature, it could absorb the opponent's life force and abilities. The more it ate, the stronger it became. Lin Xiao looked at Hunger in the distance, the red light flickering in his pupils. How many has it eaten? I don't know, Bai Ling said, but judging from its energy fluctuations, at least 100. 100 mutated beasts. Lin Xiao smiled. That's just right. He said, after it's full, it will set off, not a loss. Hunger seemed to hear his words, abruptly turning its head. Those black hole-like eyes locked onto Lin Xiao, and then it smiled. Zero. Hunger's voice was filled with frenzied excitement. I finally found you. I'm hungry, I'm so hungry. It threw away the corpse of the mutated beast and began moving towards the camp. With every step, the ground caved in. Its body was too heavy. The result of eating 100 mutated beasts, every cell was expanding, craving more food. All personnel, take your positions. Wang Tai shouted. Heavy machine gunners. Aim at the target. 30 armed team members quickly took their positions, the muzzles of heavy machine guns all aimed at Hunger. Fire. Da-da-da-da-da. A dense rain of bullets poured out, hitting Hunger's body. But its skin was too thick. The bullets merely sparked upon impact, unable to penetrate. Hunger paid no mind, continuing to walk forward, making strange sounds. Not enough, not enough, I need more. It suddenly accelerated, moving astonishingly fast, dashing to the front of the wall in the blink of an eye. Get down, Lin Xiao yelled. Wang Tai and the team members hurriedly retreated. And just as they moved away, Hunger slammed a fist against the wall. Boom. The wall, made of 5 stacked containers, was smashed open by that punch, creating a massive hole. Concrete debris flew everywhere, injuring several team members who couldn't dodge in time. Delicious. Hunger licked the concrete dust from the corner of its mouth. This wall can be eaten too. Lin Xiao stood in front of it. His pupils completely turned blood red. Then eat me. The battle erupted instantly. Lin Xiao struck first. Red energy transforming into a blade, aimed straight at Hunger's heart. Hunger did not dodge. It opened its mouth and bit down on the red energy blade. Crack. The energy blade was shattered by its bite and swallowed down. Delicious. Hunger's eyes gleamed with a strange light. Is this SSS level energy? So good. I want more. Its body suddenly expanded, consuming Lin Xiao's energy. Its skin became harder, its muscles bulkier. Lin Xiao frowned. Do you really think you can eat me? Of course I can. Hunger laughed heartily. I've eaten everything. Humans, beasts, machines, energy, I can eat it all. Zero, you are the most delicious food. If I eat you, I can become a god. It lunged at Lin Xiao, opening its massive mouth, ready to bite off Lin Xiao's head. Lin Xiao did not dodge. He raised his hand. A terrifying red energy surged from his palm. But this time, it was not an attack, but a trap. You like to eat, huh? Lin Xiao sneered. Then eat to your heart's content. The red energy wildly gathered in his palm, then compressed and compressed further, finally turning into a red light sphere the size of a fist. The energy density in that sphere was astonishing, like a miniature sun. Come, open your mouth. Hunger, unaware it was a trap, opened its mouth and swallowed the red light sphere. Delicious. Before it could finish its sentence, its entire body froze. The red light sphere exploded inside it. But it did not explode outward, it exploded inward. All the energy was trapped inside Hunger's body, wildly destroying every single cell. Its skin began to crack, black blood gushing from the wounds, its muscles convulsing, and its bones creaking. Hunger let out a piercing scream. Kneeling on the ground, clutching its throat, trying to vomit out the light sphere, but it was futile. Was it delicious? Lin Xiao walked up to it. This is just the beginning. He raised his hand and injected energy again. Hunger's body began to swell, like an inflated balloon. Its skin was stretched to the limit. The bluish veins bursting one by one, black blood splattering everywhere. No. Hunger's voice trembled. I was wrong. Now you realize it was wrong? Lin Xiao sneered. Too late. He clenched his fist. Boom. Hunger exploded. It's not the kind of explosion that leaves flesh and blood everywhere, but rather a complete annihilation into ashes. Every cell in his body was thoroughly destroyed by the energy, leaving not even a trace behind. Only the lingering smell of black blood in the air proves that a monster once existed here. The battle is over. Lin Xiao stood still, taking a deep breath. This strike consumed a considerable amount of his energy, leaving his body somewhat weak. Are you okay? Bai Ling asked cautiously. I'm fine, Lin Xiao replied, just a bit tired. He turned to walk towards the small house, preparing to rest. Just then, an unexpected change occurred. A strange laughter suddenly echoed in the air. Hee. Is this the legendary Zero? So weak. Lin Xiao turned sharply. At the spot where Hunger had just stood, a mass of black mist was coalescing. The mist kept shifting and eventually transformed into a human shape. A woman. She wore a black gauzy dress and a mask that only revealed her eyes. Those purple eyes sparkled with an eerie light. Who are you? Lin Xiao asked. Me? The woman laughed, her voice sounding as if it drifted from hell. I am the shadow of Hunger. Everything he consumes, I can replicate. Now that he has consumed your energy, I can use it too. Suddenly, a surge of red energy erupted from her body, identical to Lin Xiao's. Lin Xiao's pupils contracted. Bai Ling's face turned pale. It's a disaster. Clever, the woman in the black gauzy dress chuckled. Hunger is just my pawn. I attach myself to his shadow to test you. He is dead, but all the energy he consumed belongs to me now. She raised her hand. Red energy gathering in her palm. Now it's my turn. She suddenly charged at Lin Xiao, her speed astonishingly fast. It was Hunger's physical quality, combined with Lin Xiao's energy, plus the abilities of the disaster itself. Lin Xiao hurriedly responded, and the two energies collided, producing a terrifying explosion. Boom. The surrounding walls were completely destroyed, and the ground shook violently. The survivors in the camp hurriedly retreated, with Wang Tai shouting, Everyone, evacuate. Hurry. But Lin Xiao and the disaster's battle was too fast for ordinary people to react. The disaster laughed while fighting. Do you think killing hunger ended it? Naive. The 6 disasters are one entity. We have a soul link. He is dead, but all his power belongs to me. Now, I am triple SSS level. No, triple. She struck again, and Lin Xiao was pushed back several steps. A wound appeared on his chest, blood gushing out. Is this all? The disaster mocked. I thought 0 was strong, but it turns out to be nothing. Lin Xiao wiped the blood from the corner of his mouth. A hint of madness flashing in his eyes. Do you really think? He raised his head, red light swelling in his pupils. This is all my power. The next moment, his body began to glow. Not red, not gold, but white. Pure white light surged from within him, growing brighter and stronger. The disaster's expression changed. What is this? The primordial form, Lin Xiao said, his voice sounding as if it came from another dimension. Did you think I only had this one move? Wrong. This is just the second form. As the white light dissipated, Lin Xiao's appearance didn't change, but his aura was completely different. In his vision, the entire world was covered in white streams of data, everything under his control. Now let's fight again. The disaster gritted her teeth and charged again. But this time, as she got close to Lin Xiao, she froze. In her vision, Lin Xiao had vanished. In his place were countless Lin Xiaos. Tens of thousands surrounding her from all directions. What is this? Illusion. Lin Xiao's voice echoed from all directions. The disaster's ability was mental control. But to me, your level is too poor. Let me show you a real one. The disaster suddenly screamed in agony. She clutched her head, her body trembling. In her mind, countless voices were speaking, and countless images flashed, depicting her being killed, devoured, and destroyed. No. The disaster shrieked, get away, get away. She frantically attacked her surroundings, but all she hit was air. A few seconds later, she collapsed to the ground, her body convulsing, making meaningless howls. Lin Xiao stepped out from the void, standing before her. Mental type abilities fear the most a stronger mental opponent, Lin Xiao said. And I have consumed the SSS level Dragon Emperor and absorbed hunger's power. Did you think you could control me? The disaster looked up, her eyes filled with fear. Don't kill me. Weren't you just so arrogant? Lin Xiao sneered. I can provide information on the other 4 disasters. The disaster hurriedly said, I know their locations. I know their weaknesses. I know. Bai Ling has already told me. Lin Xiao interrupted her. Then I can serve you. The disaster said. I can help you deal with the other 4 disasters. I'm a mental type. I can control people's minds. Do I need that? Lin Xiao asked. The disaster was stunned. I don't need to control anyone, Lin Xiao said. What I want is for them all to die. He raised his hand, white energy coalescing in his palm. No. The disaster let out one last scream. The white light swept out. The disaster's body dissipated in the white light, her soul completely erased. The second one is dead. Lin Xiao stood amidst the ruins, his body swaying slightly. The consumption of the primordial form was greater than he had imagined, and his energy reserves had dropped to a dangerous level. Host, the system's voice echoed, your energy is down to 15. Immediate rest is recommended. I know, Lin Xiao said. He turned to walk towards the small house, his steps somewhat unsteady. Bai Ling wanted to support him, but was rejected. I'm fine, Lin Xiao said, just a bit tired. He pushed open the door of the small house, and Chunyu immediately came forward. You're hurt. She saw the wound on Lin Xiao's chest, her face turning pale. Just a minor injury, Lin Xiao said. Help me take care of it. Chunyu bit her lip, taking out a medical kit. Her hands trembled, but her movements were steady. She cleaned the wound, stitched it up, and bandaged it in one go. Why, you're really reckless, Chunyu said, her voice tinged with tears. There's no way around it, Lin Xiao said. They came looking for trouble. I can't just hide. But you could have called us for help, Chunyu said. You wouldn't have been able to help, Lin Xiao said. An SSS level battle would only hinder you. Chunyu fell silent. She knew Lin Xiao was telling the truth, but she still felt sad. She felt useless, only able to watch Lin Xiao fight alone. Don't be sad, Lin Xiao suddenly said. You have your uses. What? Chunyu was taken aback. You've made me have a soft spot, Lin Xiao said, but a soft spot isn't necessarily a weakness. Sometimes, it can also be strength. Chunyu's tears finally fell. Night deepened. Lin Xiao lay on the bed, the wound still throbbing. But he couldn't sleep. The last expression of the disaster kept floating in his mind. Fear, despair, and a certain sense of relief. Core agreement, he whispered in his heart. Yes, host. For disasters remain. Yes. Natural disaster, plague, death, and one reincarnation. Reincarnation? Yes. The 6th member of the 6 disasters has been hiding in the deepest part. He is the leader of the 6 disasters and the most powerful one. Lin Xiao was silent for a moment. 4 plus reincarnation makes 5. Yes. They won't come one by one. Lin Xiao said that the fact that the two of them came together today shows that they are aware they can't win against him alone. It's very likely. The system said, the host suggests you prepare yourself. They might team up and attack together. Then bring it on, Lin Xiao said. It's all the same anyway. He closed his eyes. Outside the window, the night wind blew, bringing the scent of distant ruins. Inside the wall, it was warm. Chen Yu was sleeping on the small bed beside him, her breathing light. Lin Xiao listened to her breathing and slowly closed his eyes. Tomorrow would be a new day, and the wall would still be there. Chapter 9. The last calm before the storm on the 8th day. When the morning light shone into the ruined city, the camp had changed its appearance. Yesterday's battle had completely destroyed the original defense line made of 5 stacked containers, creating large holes under the punch of famine. And later disasters had leveled the remnants to the ground. Now, all that was left around the camp were scattered concrete blocks and twisted rebar. But new walls were under construction. Not just simple container stacking, but a new structure designed by Lin Xiao. He used abandoned vehicles, construction rebar, and bone fibers extracted from mutated beasts to weave a new type of composite material. This material was harder than steel, lighter than concrete, and it could absorb energy. What is this principle? Bai Ling stood by, watching Lin Xiao work. The fusion of bone fibers and rebar? This does not conform to the common knowledge of materials science. Common sense is for ordinary people. Lin Xiao didn't look up, continuing to fuse the materials together with energy. Under SSS-level energy control, anything could be fused. His movements were skilled. With a slight movement of his fingers, red energy seeped into every molecule of the material, rearranging them. In no time, a 3-meter-long composite panel took shape, its surface gleaming with a faint metallic luster, but with a texture like bone. Host. The system suddenly sounded in his mind. Detecting unknown energy fluctuations approaching. Lin Xiao's hand paused. Location? Directly west, 3 kilometers away. Moving fast, likely a flying unit. Lin Xiao stood up and looked toward the west. In his line of sight, he could see a red energy signal rapidly approaching. It didn't resemble the energy characteristics of the 6 calamities, but rather like allies. Bai Ling also sensed it, her expression a bit tense. Not necessarily, Lin Xiao said, but since they are coming, let us see. 10 minutes later, a silver-white flying vehicle landed outside the camp. Its shape was unique, not as large as the floating warships of the Tianqiong Company, but a smaller, more agile flying platform, about the size of a truck, with a pale blue glow on its surface. The cabin door opened, and a figure walked out. It was a woman, around 30 years old, wearing a white lab coat, with long hair tied back and gold-rimmed glasses on her face. She had a unique temperament, combining the elegance of a scholar with an indescribable authority. The moment Bai Ling saw her, her pupils contracted. You are. I am the chief researcher of the Divine Spirit Project, Yi Qing. The woman spoke calmly. I am here to talk. Lin Xiao looked at her, the red light in his pupils flickering. Talk? About what? About cooperation. Yi Qing said, I know you are fighting against the 6 calamities. I know you are strong. But I also know that you can't hold on for long. So I want to help you. Yi Qing said, I am not here to capture you. I am here. She paused. To atone. Bai Ling was taken aback. Atonement? Yes. Yi Qing nodded. The Divine Spirit Project is led by me. The 6 calamities were created by me, and those dead test subjects were also handled by my own hands. I thought I was contributing to humanity, until... Her voice lowered. Until I saw the true purpose of the 6 calamities. They are not weapons I created, they are monsters awakened by another existence. My research only provided a vessel for their arrival. Another existence? Lin Xiao frowned. Are you talking about reincarnation? Yi Qing's pupils contracted. You know about reincarnation? I have heard of it, Lin Xiao said. The leader of the 6 calamities, the most powerful one. Not just powerful, Yi Qing said. Reincarnation was not created by us. He existed before the Divine Spirit Project. The first time I met him, he wore a black robe, his face shrouded in shadow. Only his eyes were visible. Those eyes were purple, like an abyss. She took a deep breath. He said he would help me complete the Divine Spirit Project. He said he knew how to create the perfect SSS level. I thought he was a secret agent of the Tianqiong Company, so I agreed. But later I found out. He was using you. Lin Xiao finished her sentence. Yes. Yi Qing nodded. He was using me to prepare for the arrival of his true form. The 6 calamities are just his eyes and hands. His true form is still asleep. But once all the 6 calamities are in place, he will be able to descend. Lin Xiao took over the conversation. Yi Qing looked at him, her eyes shining. So, I want to help you. I have all the data on the 6 calamities. I know their weaknesses. I know their energy frequencies. If you want to defeat them, you need me. Lin Xiao was silent for a moment. Why do you think I would trust you? Because of this. Yi Qing took a chip out of her pocket. It contains all the intelligence on the 6 calamities, including their energy composition, weaknesses, and the coordinates of reincarnation. Lin Xiao's pupils contracted. The coordinates of reincarnation? Yes. Yi Qing said, I know where he is. In the camp's conference room. Yi Qing inserted the chip into an old computer. A complex map immediately appeared on the screen. It was not an ordinary map, but an energy distribution map. At the center of the entire map, a red dot was flashing. This is, Bai Ling pointed at the red dot. The location of reincarnation. Yi Qing said, deep underground at the Sci-Fi Company headquarters, on the 7th level. It was originally an abandoned laboratory, but now. Her voice became very soft. Now it is his lair. Lin Xiao looked at the map and asked, what about the other 3? Calamity is in the south, gathering the natural disaster-modified humans. Yi Qing said, his ability is to control weather and geological activity. If he unleashes his full power, he can destroy a city overnight. Plague is in the east. He is creating viruses. Yi Qing continued, those viruses are not aimed at the human body, but at genes. After infection, human genes will collapse, turning into some kind of monster. Death is in the north. He is the most mysterious one among the 6 calamities. Yi Qing said, there is almost no information about him. I can only confirm that his ability is related to the concept of death. Anyone who gets close to him will die inexplicably. Lin Xiao remained silent. It all sounds quite troublesome, he said. Not troublesome, Yi Qing corrected, but hopeless. 3 SSS levels, plus an unknown reincarnation. No matter how strong you are, you cannot fight against all 4 at the same time. So, Lin Xiao asked, so you need allies. Yi Qing said, I can help you create weapons, help you analyze the weaknesses of the 6 calamities, and help you train those ordinary soldiers. But in exchange, I have one condition. What condition? After destroying reincarnation, kill me. Yi Qing said calmly. Bai Ling gasped, what? I said kill me. Yi Qing repeated, I am the mastermind behind all this. The 6 calamities were created by me. Those dead test subjects were handled by my own hands, and I have participated in many other projects of the Sci-Fi Company. I should not live. Lin Xiao looked at her, the red light in his pupils flickering. Are you sure? Sure. Yi Qing nodded, but not now. Wait until reincarnation is dead, then kill me. Before that, I will help you deal with the other 3. Lin Xiao smiled. Deal. In the next 3 days, the camp became unusually busy. Yi Qing was indeed a genius. She transformed discarded materials into energy weapons, created a defense system using energy cores extracted from mutated beasts, and even built a simple radar station with an old computer. Is this the level of the chief researcher of the divine plan? Bai Ling watched Yi Qing work. Her eyes filled with complex emotions. If she had defected earlier, she would have been dead by now. Lin Xiao said, reincarnation is not a fool. He can tolerate Yi Qing being alive because she is still useful. Now that Yi Qing has betrayed him, reincarnation must know. So why does she still dare to come? Because she has no other choice. Lin Xiao said that if caught by reincarnation, she would be worse than dead. If caught by the Sky Company, she would also not survive. The only choice is to rely on me to survive. So will you really kill her? Lin Xiao did not answer. He stood on the newly built wall, looking into the distance. In the sky, dark clouds were gathering, and a heavy rain was about to come. Core protocol. He whispered in his heart. Yes, host. How is my energy recovery? 65. The system said, based on the current recovery speed, it can reach 80 in 3 days. Not enough. Lin Xiao said. Indeed not enough. The system said, according to the intelligence provided by Yi Qing, if the 3 SSS level disasters, calamity, plague, and death, attack together, your winning rate is only 30. What if reincarnation also comes? 10. The system said, and this 10 is on the premise that you use the original form. Lin Xiao fell silent. The cost of the original form is burning the future. He can never grow again. Moreover, each use consumes a part of his vitality. The more he uses it, the sooner he dies. Host. The system suddenly said, there is a way to increase the winning rate. What way? Devour. The system said, the abilities of the 6 disasters can all be absorbed. You kill famine and absorb his power. Kill calamity and absorb her mental strength. If you can kill the remaining 3, I can become stronger. Lin Xiao took over the conversation. Right. The system said, but the risk is also very high. The power of the 6 disasters is too strong. If absorbed improperly, it may lead to collapse. Lin Xiao smiled. Then let's give it a try. On the 4th day, the heavy rain came as expected. It was not ordinary rain, but rain infused with some strange energy. The rain was light red, and when it hit the ground, it made a sizzling sound, like corrosive acid. The calamity has come. Bai Ling stood by the wall, looking at the sky. This was a precursor to his attack. Lin Xiao stood beside her, his pupils flickering with red light. In his vision, The entire sky was covered with red energy streams. Those energies were condensing, forming huge whirlpools. Each whirlpool was a prototype of a natural disaster. "Everyone, into the shelter!" Lin Xiao shouted. The survivors of the camp hurried into the basement and reinforced houses. Only the armed team members remained at their posts. They were the main force of defense. "Yi Qing, what did the radar station find?" Lin Xiao asked. Yi Qing stared at the screen, her face growing paler. 3 signals are approaching simultaneously. Calamity is in the air, plague is on the ground, and death is everywhere. Clarify. The ability of death is conceptual. Yi Qing said. He does not need to act personally. As long as someone thinks of the concept of death, they can be affected by his ability. Simply put, the more afraid of death a person is, the faster they die. Lin Xiao frowned. Then how to break it? Do not be afraid. Yi Qing said. The ability of death is based on fear. If you are not afraid of death, his ability will be ineffective. Not afraid of death. Lin Xiao smiled. This is my specialty. Just then, the red whirlpool in the sky suddenly exploded. Countless bolts of lightning descended from the sky, each as thick as a bucket, striking the ground. The ground began to shake, cracks spreading from all directions, as if the earth was collapsing. The power of calamity is fully unleashed. Yi Qing shouted, "Defense system, activate." The camp's defense system was instantly activated. The energy towers built by Yi Qing shot out blue beams, forming a barrier in the air. The lightning struck the barrier, producing a piercing shriek. But it was temporarily held back. The plague forces are here. Bai Ling pointed to the distance. On the horizon, countless black dots were approaching. Those were mutated beasts infected by the virus. Their skin was rotting, their eyes blood red, and their movements were faster and more frenzied than normal mutated beasts. "Wang Tai?" Lin Xiao yelled. "Ground defense." Understood. Wang Tai led 30 armed team members out of the shelter, and various weapons fired simultaneously. Bullets, rockets, and energy beams wove into a net of fire. The infected mutated beasts fell in droves, but more continued to surge forward. So many. Wang Tai gritted his teeth. "When will it end?" "Kill until there are none left," Lin Xiao said. He raised his hand, red energy gathering in his palm. Just as he was about to strike, a voice suddenly echoed in his mind. "Young man, do you need help?" Lin Xiao was stunned. "Who?" "An old man." The voice said. "I am trapped in the death barrier to the north of the camp. If you can rescue me, I can help you deal with the calamity." Lin Xiao's pupils contracted. "Who are you?" "It doesn't matter who I am." The voice said. "What matters is that I also hate the 6 disasters. I have hated them for 20 years. Lin Xiao was silent for a moment. "Wait for me." He turned to look north. In his vision, there was indeed a strange energy field to the north, the death barrier. And inside that barrier, there was a weak but stable life signal. An old man, trapped by death for 20 years. Lin Xiao smiled. "Interesting." He looked at Wang Tai. "Hold this position. I will be back soon." "Where are you going?" Bai Ling panicked. "To save someone," Lin Xiao said. "Someone who can help me deal with the calamity." With that, he disappeared from the spot. The red afterimage left a long streak in the rain, heading north. And behind him, the war was just beginning. Chapter 10. The old man who has watched over the ruins for 20 years. The ruins to the north are a death zone. The air here is gray, carrying a decaying smell. There are no plants on the ground, only withered tree trunks and animal bones. Even the rainwater that falls here turns into murky gray. And the most bizarre thing is that it is terrifyingly quiet here. There is no sound of wind, no sound of rain, not even the sound of breathing. It is as if sound itself has been swallowed by this area. Lin Xiao stood at the edge of the death zone, his pupils flickering with red light. In his vision, this area was shrouded in a layer of purple-black energy. That was the death barrier. Any life that enters it will rapidly lose vitality. Ordinary people can't last a minute, and even A-level modified humans can't last 5 minutes. And at the center of this barrier, there was a weak life signal. An old man, trapped for 20 years and still alive. Lin Xiao took a deep breath. Red energy surged from his body, covering him like a thin film. Core protocol. Full power output. Understood. Energy shield activated. Expected to last 15 minutes. Lin Xiao stepped into the death zone. With the first step, he felt the breath of death gnawing at his shield. That feeling was like countless invisible hands tearing at his energy. With the second step, the energy consumption of the shield accelerated. In his vision, the red energy was decreasing at a rate of 2 per second. In the third step, he saw the old man. The old man was sitting under a dead tree, leaning against the trunk with his eyes closed. His hair was completely white. His face was covered with wrinkles, and he wore a tattered robe. But around his body, there was a faint golden light, which was his last effort to protect himself. Lin Xiao walked in front of him and squatted down. "Old sir, I'm here to save you." The old man's eyes slowly opened. They were murky eyes. But the moment they saw Lin Xiao, A glimmer of light flashed within. Why you are? I am Lin Xiao, Lin Xiao said, the zero container. The old man was stunned. Then he smiled. Zero, you finally came. I've been waiting for 20 years. What were you waiting for me for? For someone who can kill the natural disaster, the old man said. My ability can counter the natural disaster, but I can't get out. This barrier will consume my life force. If I can't get out, I will die inside. So I was waiting for someone who could take me out. That person is me? Yes. The old man nodded, because you are zero. You are the only one who can maintain combat effectiveness in this environment. Lin Xiao was silent for a moment. Let's go. He reached out a hand and grabbed the old man's arm. Red energy surged from his body, enveloping the old man. Hold on tight. Lin Xiao stood up and turned to walk out. With each step, the breath of death intensified. The energy consumption of the shield accelerated, rising from 2 per second to 5, then to 8. When Lin Xiao walked out of the death zone, the energy of the shield was down to less than 3. Are you all right? The old man asked. I'm fine, Lin Xiao said, just a bit tired. He took a deep breath. The air outside, although still foul, was much better than inside. Thank you, the old man said. My name is Mo Yun, an old thing that has been forgotten. Mo Yun, Lin Xiao repeated. You can counter the natural disaster? Yes, Mo Yun said, because my ability is purification. The battle at the camp had reached a fever pitch. The natural disaster's lightning was madly striking the energy barrier, which had already decreased by 40. The mutated beasts of the plague were still pouring in, and Wang Tai was holding the line with armed team members, but casualties had exceeded 1/3. We can't hold on, Wang Tai shouted. The energy barrier can last for another 5 minutes. Yi Qing stared at the radar screen, her face growing paler. The energy of the plague is increasing. It is releasing a new virus. What kind of virus? A virus that can spread through the air. Yi Qing said, everyone put on gas masks. Hurry. The survivors hurriedly put on the gas masks that Lin Xiao had asked them to prepare earlier. But how long could the gas masks hold? No one knew. Just then, a loud noise came from the sky. The energy barrier has shattered. The natural disaster's lightning crashed down, heading straight for the center of the camp. It's over. Bai Ling closed her eyes in despair. But the lightning did not hit the ground. A golden light curtain descended from the sky, enveloping the entire camp. The lightning struck the light curtain, emitting a piercing shriek, but could not penetrate it. Bai Ling opened her eyes. She saw Lin Xiao standing in the center of the camp, with an old man with white hair beside him. The old man emitted a golden glow, which looked like an open umbrella, protecting the entire camp within. Old thing, long time no see. The voice of the natural disaster came from the sky, filled with obvious anger. You're still alive? Mo Yun smiled faintly. Natural disaster. You are still so irritable. After 20 years, you still haven't learned to control your temper. Shut up. The natural disaster roared, and the lightning struck the golden light curtain even more frantically. Lin Xiao, Mo Yun said softly, I will deal with the natural disaster. You take care of the plague and death. All right. Lin Xiao nodded. Mo Yun closed his eyes, and the golden light around him surged. Purification. Golden energy surged from his body, not as an attack, but as assimilation. The moment the lightning touched the golden light, its color began to change. From glaring white, it transformed into soft gold, then dissipated into the air. The energy of the natural disaster was purified. What is this? The natural disaster shouted in panic. It's purification. Mo Yun opened his eyes, which shone with golden light. Your ability is to create disasters, while my ability is to make disasters disappear. After not using it for 20 years, has my skill dulled? The natural disaster became enraged. It frantically urged its energy, and more lightning fell from the sky. But no matter how much lightning there was, or how strong it was, all were resolved by Mo Yun's purification ability. Damn it! The natural disaster roared, Plague! What are you doing? Hurry and help. From the distant horizon, the voice of the plague came. I'm busy. Lin Xiao stood at the edge of the camp, looking into the distance. There, countless mutated beasts infected by the virus were surging in. Their numbers were overwhelming, like a black tide, with no end in sight. The plague's ability was to create viruses. Yi Qing stood beside Lin Xiao. Those mutated beasts are just carriers. The real danger is the virus itself. If the virus enters the camp, everyone will be infected. So we can't let them get close, Lin Xiao said. But there are too many of them. Yi Qing said. Then, Lin Xiao raised his hand. Red energy surged wildly in his palm. I'll kill them all at once. He took a deep breath, then shouted. The red energy erupted from his body, not as a wave of attack, but as a massive energy ball. The energy ball hovered in midair, growing brighter and larger, eventually turning into a red sun. Go, Lin Xiao said softly. The red energy ball slowly ascended, then accelerated. It crashed into the army of mutated beasts. There was no explosion, no flames, only consumption. All the mutated beasts turned to ashes the moment they came into contact with the red energy. No blood, no corpses, nothing was left. It was as if they had never existed. The red energy ball advanced, and wherever it passed, not a blade of grass grew. In less than 5 minutes, the entire army of mutated beasts was obliterated. How is this possible? The voice of the plague came from afar, filled with evident fear. You're a monster. Lin Xiao ignored him. He turned to look at the other side of the camp. There, the death barrier was spreading. Dark purple energy spread like poisonous mist. And wherever it went, all life withered. Death, Lin Xiao said, it's your turn. Within the death barrier, a figure slowly emerged. He wore a black robe. His face shrouded in shadows, revealing only a pair of purple eyes. Those eyes were eerie, devoid of any emotion, only endless emptiness. Zero container, Death spoke. His voice like it came from the abyss. You are stronger than I imagined. So are you, Lin Xiao said. Do you want to kill me? Death laughed. Do you know my ability? As long as you think of the concept of death, I can kill you. Then try it, Lin Xiao said. Death raised his hand. Lin Xiao felt a chill rising from the depths of his heart. It wasn't physical coldness, but something more essential. He felt himself aging, dying. His heartbeat slowed. His breathing became shallow, and his muscles began to weaken. Do you see? You fear death, Death said. That's why I will win. Lin Xiao's knees began to weaken, and he almost fell to the ground. Lin Xiao? Chen Yu's voice came from behind. Lin Xiao, hold on. Lin Xiao turned his head and saw Chen Yu standing at the door of the small house, her eyes filled with tears. Don't be afraid, Lin Xiao said. I won't die. But, I said. Lin Xiao turned back to face death. I am not afraid of death. In his pupils, red light surged. Core protocol. Burning vitality. Understood. Burn 10 vitality to exchange for 30 seconds of energy burst. Lin Xiao's body began to glow. Not red, not gold, not white, but a new color. Purple. That was the color of his energy fused with the energy of death. Death showed fear for the first time. I tell you, I am not afraid of death. Lin Xiao said, because death is not the end for me. He raised his hand, and purple energy gathered in his palm. It is the beginning. The purple energy swept out. The barrier of death instantly collapsed. The dark purple energy was engulfed by the purple energy, then assimilated, and then disappeared. Death widened his eyes. His body began to dissipate. This is impossible. There is nothing impossible. Lin Xiao walked in front of him. Your ability is based on fear, and I am not afraid. So, you are bound to lose. Death's last words were, the cycle will avenge me. Then, he completely disappeared. Free or dead. Lin Xiao stood still, his body swaying slightly. The cost of burning vitality began to show. A few strands of his hair turned white, and a few wrinkles appeared on his skin. As part of his lifespan was forcibly extracted. Host. The system said, your remaining lifespan is about 40 years. That's enough. Lin Xiao said. He turned to look at the sky. Mo Yun was still fighting against the calamity. Golden light and white lightning collided continuously, both sides evenly matched. Old man, you can't hold on much longer. The calamity laughed wildly. Your vitality is almost depleted. Mo Yun's face was indeed very pale. His golden light was dimming, and his breathing became rapid. But you can't win. Mo Yun said, I can hold you off until Lin Xiao comes to kill you. Him? The calamity sneered. He just killed 3, and now he probably can't even stand. Lin Xiao smiled. Is that so? He raised his hand, and red energy gathered in his palm. Then come down and try. The calamity was stunned. You can still fight? Why not? Lin Xiao said, I still have plenty of strength. The calamity hesitated. He was a smart man and knew Lin Xiao wasn't bluffing. Even death had been killed by Lin Xiao. He might not win. Plague. The calamity shouted. What are you doing? Hurry and help. A voice came from afar. I'm withdrawing. What? The calamity was shocked. I said I'm withdrawing. Plague said, I don't want to die. The cycle has said that only valuable disasters are worth fighting for. And now, all 3 of you have lost. I have no reason to accompany you to death. The calamity was so angry he couldn't speak. Mo Yun seized the opportunity, and the golden light surged. Purification. The calamity let out a tragic scream as his body quickly dissolved in the golden light. No. Cycle. Save me. The calamity's last words were a plea for help. But no one responded. A few seconds later, the calamity also disappeared. 4 dead. Mo Yun's body was swaying, and in the end, he still fell. Lin Xiao rushed over and caught him. Old man, I'm fine. Mo Yun smiled weakly, just a bit tired. He looked at Lin Xiao, his eyes shining. 0. You are really strong, much stronger than I was back then. Back then? Lin Xiao was stunned. Who were you back then? Mo Yun laughed. I was also an experimental subject, codename Watcher. Lin Xiao's pupils contracted. The divine plans? No. Mo Yin shook his head. Even earlier than the divine plan. There was another plan. His voice grew weaker. That plan was called the origin plan. After saying that, Mo Yin closed his eyes. Old man. Lin Xiao called softly. No response. Mo Yin's breath stopped. He died with a smile. Night fell. In the camp, everyone was silent. 4 SSS level, dead. But the price they paid was not small. 30 armed personnel, 12 died. The survivors also had casualties, but fortunately, not many. Lin Xiao stood on the newly built wall, looking into the distance. His hair had gained a few more white strands, and fine wrinkles appeared at the corners of his eyes. Burning vitality is irreversible with each use. He aged a little more. Host. The system said, your remaining lifespan is about 38 years. I know. Lin Xiao said. Regretful? Regret what? Regret using that vitality 3 times. The system said, if you hadn't used it, you could live longer. Lin Xiao smiled. What is the point of living that long? He said, living is to protect those I want to protect. If it means letting them die just for longevity, then what is the point of living? The system was silent for a moment. You are indeed unique, host. Most humans would choose survival. So I am not human. Lin Xiao said, I am the zero container. He turned to look at the small house. Chen Yu was standing at the door, waiting for him. Let us go? Lin Xiao said, let us go back and sleep. Chen Yu nodded. The two walked back to the small house side by side. The night wind blew, carrying the smell of distant ruins. Inside the wall, it was warm. Meanwhile, on the 7th underground level of the Tianqiong Corporation headquarters, a pair of purple eyes slowly opened. All 4 are dead, a voice said good. It seems I need to take action myself.